So, do you want to? You probably have, but let's just quickly run over where we are in terms of what's happened. We've moved away from Angel's Reach now.
Yes.
Quick summary, anyone?
I can't remember.
Man, what happened in the last session?
So we.
We're going back to town.
I must be missing something here inevitably, but yeah, we went back to town. Spoke to the two chaps in charge. We were sort of convinced that there was something going on. The main guy's got to be fucking evil. Some people were like, "Well, just go check on the kids; they'll be totally fine." And that didn't go so well. Meanwhile, the rest of us were talking to the second in command chap, who was actually being super sound, and we were like, "If it's this guy, is alright. It was definitely the main guy who's the problem." And he poisoned our wine, and suddenly offers chatting to the main guy in the pub, and we all turn up as zombies and try and beat the shit out of him. And I think you were also okay.
I was okay. Ophir was okay, and there was Adam was okay.
Me.
And then, because you disappeared off, didn't you? When they were drank, you must have passed your check that was on the drink.
I was the only one I think who passed the check.
And then we were in there, and you all just turned up. We were like, "Oh, hey guys." And then we were in big trouble. We went down. I was down twice.
I magic missiled into the room, didn't I?
And then the rest of us were still
grabbing us.
we were still enthralled.
Yeah, it was
sketchy.
not a good time.
But then I think
Now I
John's arrow hit me as well, which then it was just
Quite
a chain,
possibly.
and then it was just a chain of us getting broken out.
But then
Didn't Bertolak get the decapitation?
I think so, yeah.
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 But
So
affects.
that's like the cat's Sewell.
But yeah, so we killed Silwell. I still know closer to the name of the other guy.
Okay.
Iked, there we go. And then we were like, I insisted, well, let's take Iked alive
To his most
To-
hated person.
to get him to repent up at the shrine.
To Exard.
And you guys are like, no, we're definitely, the bandits are definitely going to kill him. And I was like, no, he's under my protection. Lo and behold, we take him there, instantly gets killed.
Paladin arrogance.
Yeah, totally backfired. And then the head of the bandits was like, cool, we're going back to town. Sweet, let's go.
There's still something
and
not quite right about Exile
has
either.
kind of imposed martial law and is a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, he was sort of like, we will never be weak ever again. Also, you got a friend in me, but you can leave
He
now.
he had a bit of the Kim Jong-uns about him, didn't he?
Quite good at that.
It was a proper breed to make more soldiers vibe,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
And we didn't want anything to do with Misthas, but I told Misthas about them anyway. So hopefully they send someone up there at some point.
We just
send us one to
decided we
their
would
death.
move on as swiftly as
Because
possible.
we're not too sure, because obviously we're not too sure whether, because they were all ill or something, I think,
Yeah.
whether they were totally legit and innocent of everything.
They're definitely not.
I think they're werewolves.
Yeah.
This is Harriet's thoughts, not Bert, because he doesn't know. But I reckon, because the guy was a vampire, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The one who went for you. Yeah.
It's a tale as
I
old as
think they're
time, isn't it?
werewolves.
Those two sort of
They look-
battling it out.
They looked ill. There were a bunch of people in town which had been mauled.
Yeah.
And
Vampire doesn't need to maul them; it just needs to sucky sucky.
it could have been the vampire.
Well, we did say the marks matched up with what we found dead. Was
Yeah.
the same markings. So
True, so it could be, but like there was a
Yeah.
definitive.
But then just
hatred.
how Exard was at the end,
Yeah.
just sort of pushed their thing. But fuck it, we did
It
a good
was-
So I
thing.
reckon, right, we do a full lap of the whole continent. We
And come
return at level 20 and be like,
The fuck
"Yo,
you doing?"
Exile, we're here to fucking find out what you are. But
Yeah.
we've all got true sight now, so we can
Yeah.
see that you're a werewolf."
Oh, by the way, also a zone of truth.
Yeah.
Try lie to me now. What's the
Yeah, 'cause-
DC to pass? Yeah, 50.
50.
Yeah, he literally kicked us out, didn't he? He went, you can leave now.
Yeah, so
Yeah. He
You've-
said
yeah,
you can take food if you want.
But we haven't got anything to give you, so fuck off.
And he did say that we do have a friend in him, but it's now your time to leave.
Yeah. It's a
No, to be fair, that was probably the most legit thing he said. It was we need to like take care of our own, so toddle off.
We didn't take any of the 2,400 gold for the town.
Good.
I think.
Yeah, Teruin and Arnett are MIA, presumed dead. But that's okay because we do have Sex, Sneepoo, and
Is it okay?
Are we slowly
Two nat
replacing
20s
our
in a row,
human
I believe, was
contingent
my
kobolds?
2 nat 20s in a row for my persuasion on those two, I believe it was.
Yeah, you have 3 kobolds in the party now.
Yes.
Considering how racist you are towards the other party members anyway, I'm
Mostly
surprised you have picked up these kobolds.
It's mostly humans. Elves, half elf is fine. He's a little bit dirty, but he's all right. He's got some clean blood in
elves
him.
hated half elves more than they hate humans.
Randy's
Remind
all
me
right.
what you are not.
What is your half?
The Delsumerian elves
What's
and
my
the
half?
Darian
Is it
elves.
obvious what your half, the elf half of you is? Is it obvious, or is it not obvious?
Well, no, not really that obvious.
Okay.
I was making a valid point. I mean, we say half something, we're always assuming that it's the human that's doing the dirty. Really, he's asking.
Yeah. It's half orc.
Did your mom do an orc?
Half elf, half orc. Do a square jaw.
I know half of you. Half of you is elf. What's the other half? Dragonborn or something.
That'd be good.
I'm not sure that would even work. I don't think they've got the same. I mean, the undercarriage doesn't fit in the hanger. You know?
They got like a
Well,
chicken
give me-
sclerota, or what are they called?
Cloaca.
Cloaca, that's it. That's
Give me a can of Red Bull, some chloroform,
Scroator is
and a couple of
what was
hours.
that, right? Anyway.
Yeah. So nice summary, guys. Nice summary.
Yeah, and then,
you decided Exard wasn't, or was. You're not on the fence with him.
Yeah, we got hurried out of town regardless, so
We're travellers, not settlers.
Yeah, we decided we'd done what we'd meant to do, and we did more than we needed to. So we were heading out.
Where were we on the map? Sorry.
So we're about here-ish.
That was it, wasn't it? And
Is that correct?
Oh no, you're still on the other side of the mountain range.
Oh, well, we
About
actually still
here-ish?
have range. Oh, okay.
Oh, wasn't it the first town as you were
yeah.
So
going
we
through
crossed
it,
over here,
essentially?
and then we came up into the valley, and
So
we
you
saw the fire.
You were just before the mountain range because you passed by the pyramid,
Yeah,
and you come up to this far,
that's right.
and the town of Angels Reach is right by these mountains, and there's a pass through the mountains. Last I think I recall, you opted not to go for the pass
Yeah, because
and decided to head south instead.
yeah.
Yeah, because Ophir wants to go on the coastal line.
Well, that's what we told the council we were doing, and since they're funding the trip,
Yeah.
or at least part.
But we're still, because at the end of the day, we're still going to come back to where we were. Weren't we?
yeah,
We know that Angel Reach were trading with lizard folk to
the
the
other
east.
side of the mountain.
Yes.
Yeah, through the mountain.
There we go. That's where I've got confused then.
And with the semi-racist being the only one that can speak to them, probably then.
So we got
Type
yeah,
over again.
we got a couple of options. Then we can either sort of head. Well, we probably got to head south anyway, but we can either flank the mountains on the western side or the eastern side.
Are there any what seems like natural paths of? Because it's coming away from a town. Are there any natural paths south?
Once you start looking towards the south, the land is rugged and vastly overgrown. The trees to the south lean heavily towards being. It's not a wide open woodland with gaps between the trees.
Safe to say that they don't travel south from Angel's Reach.
Certainly not with a caravan.
Does it look dense, the trees?
Yeah.
Like German wood.
It's on the verge. I mean, while it's not of that climate, it's on the verge of being an almost jungle-like mass in that space of trees. But the coast is clearer, although the ground is obviously being closer to the water, softer. You're looking at beaches and areas like that. If you stick close, the mountains, the hills veer into the forest ahead. But
You're more likely to encounter things like bears and stuff near the mountain edge, I would have thought.
so it's possible you could take the caravan over the low hills before you get to the mountains, maybe wending your way through valleys, but it's going to be rough going and hard on the horses.
Slower progress.
Not the horses.
Yeah, we might have to do some level of backtracking to get to the coastline, which I wanted to avoid, but
We have to think of the horses more than anything else, though, because without the horses,
They're our lifeblood.
Yeah,
kind of, yeah, because they're carrying all the.
I don't know.
all the provisions.
I do have a rep for killing off horses. So, you know.
So, Ophir, what would you want to do?
I think the most sensible decision. I don't know. You know, please pipe up if this sounds silly, but I think we can continue pushing east until we get to the very edge of the foothills, and then head south. So we flank the eastern end of the.
I'll go back through the town and go through the pass.
Yeah. So we head down this way essentially.
Will you let us back through?
Well, we don't have to go into the town. We can just go down.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think
Because it was in a bit of a plain.
Oh, I thought the town backed onto the mountains.
No, it was in the plain because their fields were being burned, I think, as well, weren't they?
Yeah, the town isn't in the valley itself,
okay.
but it's close by.
Oh, okay.
So it is harder on the horses, but we don't have to like.
And also, like, people have been to the swamps there, and I know people from Mistas have been to the
Like this place.
bottom of the waterfalls there because we
There.
found a bunch of dead horses.
yeah.
So, like, that side of the coast has been seen.
That's why you wanted us to go back there.
So, fair enough.
We're more likely to find interesting stuff than that side.
Yeah, or at least stuff that may not have been seen.
Yeah.
So Ophir wants to
In
go
some time.
through and then head southeast, sort of down that bit.
I think so. Through the
Through the mountain pass there.
yeah, I think we'll aim through here, down here, and then we'll start heading.
Okay, so we're gonna
That's been.
move away from this bit, go through the
That's what the boss has said.
cool.
Months of planning.
No, that was a blank piece of paper.
All it said on there was dead.
Okay, so you weren't that far away. You decided to head back up. As you do, you'll get back within sight of Angel's Reach. It's distant enough so you're not going to be, pissing on their bonfire.
We've already done that.
You stick as close as you can to the mountain range, and you're still going uphill a bit. So the horses, you feel the motion slows significantly. You can see the strain on the horses. They pull your wagons.
We give Chanel a lot of moral support.
A lot of attention to Chanel. Yeah, the flanks of the horse are white. The sweat is forming on the side. But the horses do push on, getting the wagons over a last rise. The ground dips down ahead of you. You can see, nestled in a valley between the mountains, almost through to the other side. You can see daylight on the other side. It's essentially where you are now. The mountains rise up, blotting out your view of the sky, but ahead of you, while it's dark through this area, you can see a patch of light on the other side. Water has run down from the mountains in several locations, and you can see on either side, from here, at least 3 waterfalls in high up positions, distant enough that the sound does not carry where you are. But the white, almost like a tapered piece of white string, has been laid over these hills.
What direction is that from? Sorry.
There are 2 waterfalls on the northern stretch of
okay.
mountain, and one over here. From the position you can currently see, they're very high up. Water just obviously rain has collected there. Water is flowing off and slamming down. It almost, where you can see movement from them, it appears to almost be in slow motion. And in other areas, looking up, it almost appears to be complete stationary. It's just the distance of it has dulled the details of these waterfalls. But sure enough, as you look down the valley, you can see water is pooled down here, and there's a wide set. River is probably a strong word. Water's flowed down to it, swelling the banks of this river. So it looks like it's a river that then floods out to a lake, and then down into a river again, depending on what the landscape are. Sick, anemic-looking pine trees cling to the mountains on either side. And not enough light is getting down into this area. That's the path ahead, if you want to go this way.
Do the trees look dead, or just look like a bit stark?
You just look at them from a distance at the moment. You're on a rise of a hill. You can see a couple of trees which look, it's just wood. Others have got, the foliage is leaning towards brown and sparse.
Should we just keep going?
Does it look like that just might be because there's a constant sort of shadow of the mountain across that area?
It doesn't look like a lot of light gets in here. The ground
okay.
is patchy with grass as well.
Yeah. Okay. Guess we carry on pushing on. I mean, it is what it is. The landscape is what it is.
Right.
I mean, does the water running off the mountains, is that close enough for us to sort of veer towards so we can sort of refill sort of what's
You're on the southern side of the river at the moment.
Okay.
So there is one. And you can see water's flowing down from the hill not too far away. It won't be long until you reach the water source.
Okay, cool. Well, when we do that, I might suggest.
Okay, so head towards
refill things. Yeah.
Head towards the water flowing from the mountains is the plan.
Yeah.
As we're travelling,
Yeah.
is Jodicus making any markings or notes at all?
Yeah, all the time. Angelica's got scraps of parchment out frequently, drawing, writing.
Okay.
Can you imagine at the end of all this, no
I
one,
just wonder
no
whether
one
or not
drew
he
anything.
was actually checked if he's drawing anything on the map as the cartographer.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, most of the time he has a large flattened piece of wood, which he sits and draws on.
I just don't trust anyone that the council sends, because it's mostly a council of humans. Where's the elf appearance on the council? Of course they didn't have any elves on the council, and then they wonder why they're not invited into the elven district.
So, the wagons push on. This first bit of the journey, at least, seems like it's going to be easier downhill to the valley floor, until the panic reaches the horses quite quickly as the weight of the wagons start to bundle up behind them. The hooves scrabbling against the soil, trying to almost backpedal and grip hold of the loose earth on these hills. The weight of the wagon starts pushing Chanel forward, and the same with Ulysses.
Sort of feeling this. I'm just sitting on the back of the wagon. I can feel it sort of sliding a little bit.
Yeah. The weight is pushing into the back of the horse, and Anne's trying to slide round.
Bat or Orvine, I need your strong, muscly arms. You grab a length of rope each. We need to sort of try and alleviate some of this weight, I think.
Bat comes running over. Please, cost nothing. And
I'll leap off my horse and try and take hold of the carriage as well.
Okay.
I'll get
Well,
off
back
to
to the
Ulysses and
carriage.
do the same.
Let's all jump off.
Yeah.
Get off.
I'll just start grabbing rope at my bag, still sat on there because he said grab rope. And
All right. Okay. Most people jump off the wagons. Okay, and try and steady them. I'll take one for Bat. I'm going to need an athletics check from a nominee for each other wagon.
I'll go for Ulysses.
Okay.
Athletics.
I don't mind going.
You settle.
Go for it. I mean, I'm probably not going to be very
I'm
helpful
sat on the
here.
back grabbing rope.
Chill it out.
Okay, and then
Someone would have to say no, not there.
19.
At the front.
yeah,
I got an 8.
19, okay.
watching Orvine sort of sitting there with a length of rope in his hands, wondering what to do with it. I try and instruct him to like loop it, like any of the handholds or anything like that, and just try and
I'll
get
follow
some
the
tension on it.
instructions and try and tie around the front and jump off the back and just try and
Okay,
hold it.
you're working on that. Bert runs forward, grabbing hold of Chanel's rein, pulling back on it, and manages to slow the wagon. The wheels grinding to a halt. Bertolac does the same over with Ulysses, but the wagon jolts to the side as Ulysses tries to pull to a halt. One wheel catching on a rock. There's a splinter as that wagon drops backwards. One wheel shattered.
Oh no. We do have some spare wheels, I think, if I remember rightly.
You get off with your ropes and start securing the situation. You have managed to bring the wagons to a halt, but the slope ahead of you is obviously more treacherous than it initially looked. The top level of ground is very loose on this slope going down towards the valley floor.
We should unhook the horses and take them down first. We'll just have to carry the carts.
I'm not sure we're going to be in position to carry a whole cart.
Why don't
cargo? It's quite a distance. I imagine down to the bottom of this thing.
It's not a massive amount of distance. Like less than a mile.
Why don't we take the carts one by one and just loop some rope round them? I mean, horses can still lead, and we can just assist with
Is it worth sending someone
several
out
of us
in
holding
front,
on.
just testing
Well,
the terrain?
I was just about to
Doesn't give
suggest
way.
I could go ahead and scout the ground and find out what's the firmest path.
We are going downhill after all. We do not need the horses attached. Having them pulling is achieving nothing. So perhaps if sorry, what's your name on this one? I forgot.
Lascivious.
If Lycidius scouts ahead and maybe take some others with him to take the horses down, as Bert suggests, then we can start to take the carts down one by one. And the horses are out of the way of danger. After all, if something loses control and goes down and damages the horses, well.
Are you? Right, you are. Let's do it. Yeah, I have no better suggestion.
How behaved are the horses on the journey?
Very well behaved.
The horses have behaved well and performed well, but they've had an awful lot of attention, which never leads to problems later.
They're glorious horses. And all the races.
Bert is on the horses pretty much constantly, calming them, stroking them, talking quietly to them.
That sounds pretty weird. You're really weird now.
It was weird to start with.
Oh, I thought it was like horse whisperer vibe, but now you've made it weird.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I didn't say cupping them, I just said stroking them.
Yeah, so masturbating the horses, for goodness sake.
Releasing that tension.
Yeah, you know. It's,
Down, Altivo.
oh,
Horses are forever slamming their hooves into the... won't move until they've each been serviced.
service on.
Okay. Back to reality.
Yeah, so
Bert's got a couple of saddlebags full of horse semen.
I'm keeping it for
hey,
studying
that
season.
is a high protein snack. And when you're on the trail.
Well, Bear Grylls said.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
with that said, I feel get his little backpack on, do all his clips up and his ties. He's got a lyre over one shoulder, his hand drum under another, and he'll just start marching down the hill. Just straight down the hill. Go on!
alright.
Last one, there's a nincompoop!
I'll quickly catch up with him and make sure he doesn't fall on his own face.
Yeah.
Okay. So, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Off here and Insidious start making down the slope. What everybody else's plan.
I'll detach Chanel from his cart.
Okay.
Which one did Bertolac like?
I've been with Ulysses. I'm going to do the same for Ulysses.
I'm going to sling the other one. I'm going to get Sling, and I'm going to get Sek, Snippu, and Keppel.
Well,
The kobold.
so Bat,
like the pit stop
Bat
crew.
was with Sling, so Bat ran
Bat's
over to
good.
Sling one, but he's looking a bit. He really got hold of the wagon more than Sling.
So I'll go over to Bat and say, I'll take this horse down then. You seem like you've got your hands full there with the cart.
Benga should be around soon.
Yeah. What so have you?
I'll start to untouch, and I'll call Sek, Snippu, and Keppel.
All right.
So
So
I don't trust
the three of them come scurrying over. Snippu and Keppel are the fastest to come to you and stand in front of you like obedient dogs. Sek comes over a little bit later.
Does he look like he's trying to go fast? He's just a slow person.
Make a perception roll. Make an insight roll, in fact.
Not that there'd be the shit out of him.
Well, so that's 23.
Sek is limping.
Why are you limping, Sek?
It fell downstairs.
Check.
Do you have to insight check that?
Oh, well, I've got a 12.
It's like, why are we inside this? There's no stairs.
I'm gonna look to the other two. What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything.
Gonna turn to Draconic and say, what did you do to Sek?
I didn't do anything.
Insight check. They did something to Sek.
You do
Dirty 20.
They seem to be laughing. No, I didn't do anything. I haven't even seen sex since yesterday.
You're both laughing. You both came from the same. All three of you came
That's
from the same
racist. You
area.
don't know how it is when we are laughing.
I know exactly what it is when you're laughing. Do remember, if you lie to me and I find out, there's severe consequences. Consequences that make Varn look exceptionally easy.
Oh, is he yawning?
I'm gonna. Which one was yawning?
That was Keppel.
I'm gonna give Keppel a smack on the back of the head, down to the bottom of the mountain, of the hill, with the others now.
Make it, mate. Yeah, attack, basic attack roll, please.
Just start taking an inch off the tail every time they.
19.
And you slap him on the back of the head. What was that for?
Don't lie. Don't yawn whilst I'm talking.
Keppel not lying, and I needed more oxygen. You want Keppel to fall asleep? Sure. Keppel gets very sleepy, needs food and air all the time.
We all need that.
Totally used
Hold
that one
on to
myself
this
in the
horse. I'm
past.
going to give him the reins.
Oh god. His feet go towards the ground.
I'm going to take the reins off him. You just went to the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah,
Now-
Kobold's about big.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought they were dwarf sized for a moment. I'm going to. I wanted to give Sek.
Yeah.
You're doing very well. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
You're not hurt.
No.
Did the others do this to you?
What?
Which one? Who's he looking at?
They're both looking at him.
I'm going to glance at those two. Which one of them did it, or did they both do it?
No, I didn't anything.
Okay.
Sek not snitch.
Well, I want to give you a little gift that might make them not do it to you.
He's not my mate.
I'm going to give him a hand crossbow and 20 crossbow bolts, which is probably quite like a large crossbow for him.
Working out, putting a
And
bolt
this
in
is
it,
how we'll
drawing
die.
it
His
back.
fear suddenly gets like a bolt straight up his ear.
Here, little Jimmy.
Now this
you
is
were bullied
for
at school.
hunting.
Have a gun.
This is how
Immediately
American school
flies
shoot-
out of it.
This is how American school shootings happen.
Okay, you see how it works. You only load it when you want to kill something, or if you're not now. It's for hunting. Yeah, you've only got 19 left. Look at those arrows and see if you can make any more, because you've only got 19. I don't have any more. Okay, but show Snippu, show Keppel, show them what you've got. Yeah, they might not beat you up now.
Okay.
Definitely gonna steal it from
Okay.
kill you.
Okay.
Okay. Yuto, look at this.
Do they look shocked as they see it with it?
Not really. They seem a bit
Okay.
mocking.
Oh, what bastards.
I tried. Okay, I'll let
You'll
them
have to give him a swirly.
just pee on them while they sleep.
Need the alpha bully.
I'll let them to the bottom now. We're not onto the wagons. I'll lead Sling down.
Alright. Sek starts wandering away looking for the crossbow bolt that he's fired in the first place. Alright.
Let me remove that from the. That's freed up some space for me.
So you deal with them. Rest of the party.
I imagine I'd stand at the front of one of the carts getting ready to pull it down when we're ready to start taking the carts after the horses get to the bottom.
So the plan, you're going to guide the wagons down manually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horses first, and then the wagons.
It takes a little while, but working together with your helpers, you get the horses down no problem. Their hooves slip a bit under the scree, but And guiding the wagons down is more of a challenge. Having to work the brake and guide them, and then using a group of people, effectively one at a time, to hold back the weight of the wagon while trying to guide it down. But eventually, you get the 3 wagons down to the valley floor.
We're never getting these wagons back up there, are we?
These are a one-way trip.
We're going to come round the other side. 360, right?
The ground ahead of you is a firm black soil at the base of this thing, peppered with blackened rocks. Only small, but it's giving some firmness to the ground.
Sort of check in on everyone, get the horses hooked back up if it's now a bit more level.
Okay.
So
all in all, you probably spend about 4 hours doing that.
yeah.
It's a hard slog, and a lot of the group are finding themselves ultimately like drenched in sweat, feeling muscles sore after the effort. What seemed to bring these wagons only a short distance.
Think of what the horses have to go
Yeah.
through every day.
So we must be, if we're not approaching midday, we're a bit beyond it.
Yeah,
This
because you
point.
left in the morning, you went and looked at the landscape ahead of you, you've come back, you're early afternoon.
Huey?
Yes.
It's about time we had a light lunch, wasn't it? What have we got?
Well, we could go back to the town, it's right there, we're going to get some cookies. Raisins, there are a lot of raisins, isn't they? They did have quite a few raisins, actually.
Probably wouldn't go back to the town if we could at all avoid it.
Well, I've still got a few raisins left.
Do anything with the few raisins?
There's more than a few, they were all over the place. Windowsills, around the edges of buildings, just scattered around in the grass.
They're cool.
Yeah. Can we take a look at these raisins?
Sure. A bit squishy, mind. He reaches into one of his many pouches. He's got, this is Huey. Well, a handful of small brown raisin-looking nuggets. Some of them squashed in his hand.
If I try and take just the one and
It
squish
just squashes like a piece of soil into your thumb and forefinger.
yeah, there's no fruit-like consistency there whatsoever, is there?
No.
Have you been eating these?
No, of course. They're these for everybody. I wouldn't snaffle some supplies just for myself. Don't worry.
I wouldn't give these to anyone. I've got a funny feeling these might be droppings.
I mean, Huey looks fine, but Hubie suddenly goes pale. Just a hint of a smile is on Huey's mouth.
If you could not poison your dear companion, that would be brilliant. We can't afford to get the shits out here, you see.
Yeah, right, fair enough.
Yeah. I don't know when we're going to be topping water up next. You see, that I left my Imodium back in Mistas.
Thing is, I mean, Hubie said something mean about my mum. So
Oh, it's fair game then.
I thought it'd be a laugh.
Well,
But that's your mum as well. Shit.
Well, as funny as it is, I really do think we should probably be avoiding the runs.
Fine. All right. Well, look, we've got some bread left. We could have a bit of a hunt round for some mushrooms. It's a bit dark here.
Yeah, well,
I've got some of those flat tops still left that we found earlier.
if they still look good, maybe.
Well, it's a mushroom, isn't it? It's essentially rotten anyway.
I don't think that's quite right, but yeah. But yeah, sure. We'll
We can get some.
we'll at least get the bread. We'll at least get the bread round before that goes stale.
Well, yeah, bread. Oh, yeah, and we could we'll get some stew, get some grass, some stuff, put it in to give some flavour.
I would probably avoid the grass. Let's just go for some fried mushrooms on toast or something. Let's keep it simple, you know.
All right. Well, we'll get a fire going.
Yeah. Keep it small. Keep it quick. Like, you know.
Yeah. All right. No
Oh,
problem.
well, actually, does it look, because it's in the shade and here? Is it considered? Would it be hard
to start a fire here? Is everything a bit damp?
No, the area of ground you're on, this soil seems quite dry, so it's okay.
Okay, all right then.
Undergrowth is a bit sparse and scattered around.
Cool.
And they carry a small supply of kindling with them anyway.
Okay, so yeah, it's reasonable to like
start a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can set about doing that, and ultimately they'll toast off some bread, slice up some drea mushrooms, and lay them across the bread and hand them out to everybody.
Why not? Yeah. It's better than a kick in the teeth.
Is it better than dysentery though?
He was sitting over there.
I can relate to difficult NPC crew members.
Yeah.
I will make a
And like the sympathy only goes so far. The second you start have something that's near and dear to you, Jamie makes it about. It's just nice seeing it happen to other people. Because I suppose I never got to see like the temple when in all its glory. So now it's fun watching Offier's crew fucking around.
That's the final stage of something that you love. It gets burnt down by a dragon.
To be fair, technically my ship's already been burned by a dragon once, so maybe I'm clear of that one.
Started at the end, you're working backwards. It's only going to get better.
Until we accidentally knock a lamp on our
So you spend another hour having lunch. You're on to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You spent 3/4 of the day and you're still within sight of Angel's Reach.
I'm gonna keep the horses happy while we've been having lunch as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure they.
I think I'll have a sit down and like talk to you like while we've stopped as well, and just be like, "Listen, tonight we really need something protein based. You know, do your best, blah blah blah." But
did we have? I know it was mainly myself and Arnett, but is there anyone else that we took hunting with us?
No.
no, it's just you two.
Just me.
We sent out the
I'll
kobolds.
go bought
Can I-
a duck and some soap.
Yeah, not
Can I ask if can you take Sek with you? He wants to learn how to hunt, and I think he's only better that he learns from. I didn't want him to learn from one of the humans. If you know, it's better that he learns from a professional than one of the other lot.
You're such a racist piece of shit.
Come along,
And when you say the other two, they're a bit inept. But Sek, he's got himself a little crossbow, so he might be from an expert who knows
yeah,
how
I have
to
to be
wield
quiet
things.
and do what I say for hunting.
You'll have to explain it to him, but he does pick up stuff.
Of the three, Sek's the only one that can speak common. Is that correct?
Yes, the other two don't speak.
Yeah, the other two
Yeah.
spoke Draconic.
I'll
we
do
don't
my
know
best.
how to
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
They
and
haven't.
See what I can find.
I'll call Sek over.
Was I right
And-
in remembering? Sorry to interrupt. That Benga was a little bit outdoorsy. He wasn't. a hunter, was
He wasn't a hunter.
No.
They're mostly outdoorsy people. They've done.
he? Oh, okay. So he could
Yeah.
he could forage for
To
stuff
see
if
why
needs
we'd
be.
be confused by Huey and Hizzy.
Yeah.
Near a
On
river.
it.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were described to you as scavengers.
I'll call Sek
Watch
over.
Cock's feather.
And Sek, you're going to go
Yeah.
with Lycidius, and he's going to teach you how to hunt with that new toy that I gave you.
Okay.
But you're going to do what he says.
Okay.
He's very good.
Okay.
If you watch him, you'll be better than Snipper and Keppel at
I'm
hunting.
already better than them inside.
Be much better than that,
Inside.
but you'll be better on the outside as well as the inside.
They're much bigger than Sek.
Follow Lycidius, he'll show you. Do what he says.
Okay. Hello, Lycidius.
We're gonna go where everyone's making camp.
My name is Sek.
Yes, I know your name's Sek.
Nice to meet you.
Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to go hunting.
Yes. Climb hills, inwards, looking.
That's right.
Looking.
And what we're looking for?
I forget.
Animals.
Yes, animals. Shoot. Not loose bolt. Only got 7.
Okay. That's right. We're gonna look for some animals that we can possibly eat,
But in all fairness, he might not be able to.
and maybe some berries,
There's a poultry out there somewhere.
mushrooms, and anything we can forage while we're out.
Mushroom. So we had mushroom berries.
And some small animals.
Small animals.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. That's. I'll continue. We'll see what we can find.
Yeah, I think we've probably got another few hours worth of daylight left, so we can continue for a bit longer. But we'll might be better off getting further away from town. There might be more, wildlife. Right, if the horses are all ready to go, we might as well just get as far as we can before we start to lose light, and then settle down.
Okay. So, start moving the carriage on a little bit, and you and Seko going a bit ahead.
We'll stick with the caravan for a little while.
Just see if you can see
and then
anything.
when it starts looking like we're going to start making camp soon, we'll
Okay.
split off and start.
All right. So you move on, and you make another couple of hours progress. You feel the significant temperature difference as you enter the valley. With the lack of sunlight, is also the daily warmth has been taken away. It's cool in this area, and there's a penetrating feeling of damp. Around you, the ground is dry enough, and the wagons are making firm progress through the thing. You used up a wheel to repair the one that was lost, but they're not sinking. The wheels aren't sinking too deep into the soil, but in the air, there's this feeling of damp, perpetual. Not mist, but the spray of the waterfall hitting the ground ahead of you. As you head further in, you curve around the rock face, and you can see ahead where the water is slamming in. The sound, which was concealed from you before, now you're around the corner, comes at you in more of a roar. Water splattering out in an area about 50 feet wide, forming a pool which flows into the river ahead. Whenever you move your hand across your face, you feel a thin layer of moisture here. That spray that's reached up into the air is settling on you, your clothes, the wagon. You get this far in, and you're at about 6 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Looking at the sky, there's still plenty of daylight ahead, but it's noticeable how far away that daylight feels from where you are. The mountains rise up either side of you, like gigantic natural monoliths.
Can we see the way out yet, or is it still?
You can see.
miles?
I mean, you can see that ahead there is an area of daylight, but it's a good long trek between these mountains.
Are we still in the water spray?
You're not even directly in the water spray. It's just holding in the air. So
Oh, the humidity. Look.
yeah. You think if you cut the wagons over closer to the rock face, you might get some shelter from it, but not total. It's just the air itself is damp.
Not direct on us.
Yeah, it's not directly on you.
That awful feeling of wearing a face mask over your beard and it just fills with condensation all the time.
Yeah, I know how that feels. Yeah.
Oh, the guy's not doing. Yeah, just. Even Harriet knows. Look at that.
I think just after a while it's going to be like noticeably that I'm like a lot cleaner than you lot. Because we should every now and then. Why does Navas look so great?
The mist is really doing something to his eyes.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's it's going to get so it's
So your options are you push on.
It's clearly going to get darker sooner here, though, than it would have done either the other side of the mountain or up on the Plateau road.
I can
We either sleep in the wet here, or push on where it
Through
could get wetter.
Yeah, it could either get wetter or it's definitely going to get darker.
Well, we've got canvas in the wagons, right?
That
So
is
if we
true.
just rock the wagons up against the cliff face when it's slightly damper, we can just put the canvas out above ourselves.
Yeah, it won't be perfect, but it might be better.
No, we'll get a fire going as well. That'll be a bit of heat makes all the difference when you're outside and wet.
Are we near the water right now?
You're probably about 60 feet away from the actual where the water is pooling at the bottom. You're about 60 feet away from that, and to your left, about 80 feet away, is the river that's running through the centre of this thing.
So imagine the pooling water in here is black. Like you can't. It's not like there's no blue reflection or anything.
No,
It's just
no.
black water.
That's right.
essentially. Right. Okay.
You mean it's terribly foreboding, is what you're saying?
Well, yes.
When you move ahead from this point, no matter what you do, is going to mean crossing water.
Yeah, which we definitely shouldn't be doing in
The dark.
at dusk. Yeah.
I can extend the eyesight in the darkness for our drivers for an hour.
Well, we
well,
shouldn't
the
be.
horses,
Yeah.
they'd need to see more than we would.
And we shouldn't be going too far, really. I know Lycidius and Sec will probably find us regardless, but the closer we are to them, the better. They would have left either about now or just before now.
If the conversation isn't transparent that we're starting to get in this rough kind of area, I'll take Sec and we'll start.
Okay.
Take a light
And
drive
look around. Okay.
Start.
So
See what we can see.
I think then,
You're gonna be here or in this vague area as well.
yes, we're going to be here or in this roundabout area, but I think we should probably get the canvases out, stretch them over. Try and get the caravans up against the cliff wall or whatever it is.
We can at least keep
The rock
supplies
face.
dry, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make camp here then.
Yes, I think so. Because if we go any further, we're going to get.
It could be better, it could be worse. There's no way to know. At least this
we
way
know
we've
where
got
we'll go.
light while we.
Is the
set
river fast flowing?
Reasonably fast flowing, yeah. The pool at the bottom, while it's at the base of the waterfall, it's obviously rocking where the water's hitting it, but it's forming quite a large, flat, open pool which feeds into the river. The river's moving at quite a pace. It's got my teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, alright then, that's what we'll do. So,
Alright.
So you're going to camp, circle the wagons as it were,
Yeah.
pull the
Yeah.
campus over top, make a fire. QB and Huey will start another fire and go. What can I put on it?
Hopefully I bring back some wood.
All right.
I can't remember what provisions we've got left. I don't think we've got a load of protein.
It's
but I
not a
think-
griffin egg, I can tell
No,
you.
I don't
They've
think.
got at best. They've got some oats left, so they can
Yeah,
do some,
I was going to say I think it's grains mostly
Bit
that
of
we've got
porridge.
left at the minute. So,
our own personal stashes.
but we can. Yeah, I mean, maybe get some porridge on in case they're unsuccessful. If we've got some protein, we'll have it in the morning.
All right. Well, we'll get some porridge.
Cool.
So they're on that. So you and Sec start
Yeah.
moving on. Sec, you're quite pleased to see, moves quite quietly and agile. It seems he naturally moves from one piece of cover to the next and makes very little sound as he moves. He dashes on ahead, goes close to the river and starts following along the edge, head looking around in every direction.
Essentially, I'd be looking for any kind of like berries and stuff that we could forage that I would know or think is edible, or any small game.
There's small
We can
clusters of dark-looking bush that hangs close to the water's edge, draping over the water, with the tips of the fronds just in the water being pulled along. There are some dark purple-looking berries on these bushes.
Would I recognise them at all, being a ranger?
Make a nature check.
Yeah, see if I have a vague idea what it might be. 15.
You have not seen these particular. I mean, a berry. They look a berry's a berry, but you've not seen this particular bush that they're growing on before.
Being that I'm not entirely sure, and the guys are going to count on me, I wouldn't, unless I'm sure that I've seen them before and I'm confident they're edible. I'm going to leave them be.
After a little while, you spot Sek is waving at you. You've got closer towards the pool at the base of the waterfall.
See what he's found.
Heath. Heath. Pointing at the water. Heath.
I'll try and discern what he's.
Heath.
Oh, fish. Right,
Oh yeah,
okay.
fish. Sorry.
Yeah, we can try and fashion some spears out of some
I can use this and shoot it. I've still got 6 left.
Where's he lost another one from?
Yeah, I'm not going to question it.
My money's on he can't count. He's actually got a lot more.
Or he's shooting every bush we sees.
Back at camp, Bert, you spot 12 crossbow bolts in the back of one of the wagons.
Oh,
Look, all in unusual locations, not orderly, just jabbed into the back of the wood, all over the place.
I guess bow fishing is a thing, isn't it? You can fish with bows, technically.
Yeah, usually they've got a rope on the arrow.
yeah, this is gonna.
Refraction's a thing, and you're never going to hit that
Chanel.
fish like reliably.
The bow's the only one that'll actually go for the water. A bullet will stop.
Because
Yeah.
I'm pushing him down, wasn't me? You can't use a crossbow then.
Snell looks over at Ulysses.
This fucking guy.
I guess I'll fashion some lengths of short rope, and we'll attempt some bow fishing.
Okay.
I'm not having any.
You get some of
full
your rope.
fishing rod.
Yeah. You get a length of the rope and you split it up because it's gonna have to be string more than rope.
Yeah.
Rope's gonna have too much weight in it. And Sek helps you and
If we can get a handful of fish, that'll be better than nothing. So
make a survival check for me.
that's kind of compliments for it. 14.
Okay. In the dark water, true enough to what he says, you see quite a long eel-like looking fish move towards the surface.
We'll try our best.
Okay. Give me a range attack roll, please.
I'm so excited for eels.
Eels up inside you.
That'd be 15.
Okay.
An entrance where they
You
can.
pull back on the string, release. The arrow flies not as accurately as you would like, the weight of the string affecting it, but slams into the water. Water sprays up in every direction.
What if it's stuck in, then try and reel it in?
You grab hold of the string, and it obviously twists at a funny angle. You pull the string back. There is a lengthy eel attached to your arrow.
Lengthy eel.
Lengthy eel, the best flavour.
He's up for jellied eels.
Ask any lady what's the best flavour, and she will say lengthy.
Well, like a really good fisherman, just bash it on there, make sure it's dead.
Yeah, now you pull it out and slam it on a rock, and one eel.
Is it like a very decent?
About this long. Good chunky fish.
Looks fairly meaty.
Another.
Yeah. See if we can find any more.
Okay. Yeah, make me a perception check.
No. 6.
Sek will have a look. Sek, you look for a while and just see dark water. Eventually Sek says he sees some more towards the centre of the pool. And with him pointing, you can just about catch a glimpse of the movement on the surface of the water.
We'll try for another
Okay,
one.
you think this shot's going to be a little bit more difficult?
Probably not with that roll then.
What do you get?
10 total.
A 10. So you fall short of it, the arrow into the water closer to you. Reel your arrow back in.
Looks like we'll have to make do with just the one eel then. It's reasonably meaty. I'm sure the cooks can make it last.
I could finish that all myself.
But that's why we're not going to eat it now. We're going to take it back to camp. And I'll make sure I keep hold of it on the way back. You know.
You start heading back, and you become aware that Sekka's not followed you. If you glance back, he's at the water edge with his crossbow, pointing it at the water.
I'll entertain him and let him try on his own, see what he can do.
Okay. The arrow or the bolt flies true from his crossbow, small length of string behind it, into the water, slams hard in. A spray of water up, and he grabs hold of the string.
Being quite impressed, I'll attempt to help him.
Okay.
Reload.
You go over, you pull on the string. Water erupts in every direction as a huge hard shell emerges from the water.
Snip, snip.
Gigantic grey-black crab surges out of the water, pincers snipping to either side.
Fucking mud crabs.
Church of the Lion
Crassus didn't know you were over here.
I'm
Looks like
just
that's
gonna
the works.
I'm just gonna put some stuff
It's
on
like,
the
you know, rocking
screen
in the
here.
corner. It's the crabs again.
I'm just saying, if you two kill that on your own, then that's a lot of meat. Who wants crab sandwiches?
Crab's pretty tasty.
How far ahead did you get?
I think now quite relevant. I should have mentioned I should probably have my wolf with me.
I just assume he follows you everywhere.
Yeah.
I assume so, yes.
And the rest of the party.
What I
Good
want.
thing that we're in a valley.
It's a nice valley.
Yeah, I'm quite content with the oil we've got, and Sek's gonna land me a bloody fight with crab. Fucking Sek.
Well,
He tried.
He tried, but
I mean, he hit the thing.
Yeah, he was pointing at.
This is more than you can say for literally enemies.
Might not have been the thing that he was trying to shoot at, but he hit something.
it hit something, yeah.
you got a surprise round it.
Yeah.
We've got a couple
We should celebrate him.
We've got a couple of dead-looking trees nearby.
Yeah, I guess if anything, he got a surprise round.
Fair play to him.
So that's it. That's, I guess
He's a
positive.
rogue. He's a rogue.
Someone's a glass half full today, aren't they?
I am, yes.
Okay, let's get Sek.
And you got a medium-sized wolf.
I think it's nearly payday.
What are you getting?
Um,
What's next on the list?
oh yeah, I gotta paint what I have first.
I did. So yeah, that everyone says that. And then payday comes along, and you're like, well.
I do think I want to try
The lid
air
didn't
gun.
start pissing coffee everywhere. I don't know what it did, but it was all leaking outside.
I'm not using mine
Pressurised,
with my neck space
pressurised.
for a little bit. If you want to borrow it, try it.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
that is a big crab.
The only problem with,
Oh,
that's the same on the turtle.
It's my
They probably
favourite crab.
contrast. It's that paint quick enough. It's like dries really.
I find it's too. Yeah, I find that's a bit too thin. I prefer using a little bit watered down layered paints
Yeah.
than contrast for the airbrush.
All right.
effects.
And myself will put me where I won't happen to be. In a Sek, I imagine.
But they do.
The ball thing, yeah.
It does dry super quick.
Can't wait until
I
I
thought
get
I
a
could
crab that
just
is
do that,
like
but-
bigger than medium,
but yeah,
so I
like
can
the
use my
mileage
one of
for it.
those.
Yeah, no worries. Would you want to
But next will be the bag crab.
The back crab.
That majestic, beautiful boy.
Yeah, you can have it. Follow it. Follow it back.
Yeah.
Follow him back.
Because I'm on nights next week, so what's up?
Okay,
He's just
here we go.
following us back. It's alright.
See where you live.
Just gonna stand at your garden.
It's like 4 doors down from me. It's not that hard to find.
Just look completely dead-eyed through my kitchen window. like tomorrow morning, there's a girl in the garden.
But that would be really creepy for where the
Girl in the
kitchen
garden.
window is.
Can you imagine me coming down tomorrow morning, like just doing the morning kind of scratch your ass and sort of yawn a bit, and you see your eyes still haven't defogged yet. And
There's
then
just
it's just Ad standing at my kitchen window.
Added to the garden.
There's an ad in the garden.
Yeah, there's a girl in the garden. That's creepy. That's
There's
creepy
an
as a
ad.
girl that's stroking a cock.
And has a beard.
What he identifies as is up to him.
Oh no, that's not what I meant.
Oh damn it, we're cancelled again.
Yeah.
All right, let's initiative, this bad boy.
That's good. Dirty 20 for initiative.
Dirty 20, so it's going to be you. It's going to be Sec, and it's going to be Crab.
Yeah, Sec.
That's good news.
On board for
Clear, concise instructions for Sec.
I'm rooting for Crab, I'm just saying.
Thanks.
My money's on Crab.
But not lobsters, though. They can go fuck themselves.
Lobsters can fuck themselves right away. It's all about the true shelled creature here.
It does
Like
make me worry about crabs about this size living in the pool under the waterfall overnight. You know.
That's why we camped where we camped and not over here.
Well, yeah.
Crabs nocturnal creatures.
There are
Some
one
are.
creatures. Yeah. Isn't there a thing like all things evolved to a crab?
There have been more instances of convergent evolution towards crab than any other species.
That's it. Yeah.
So what you're saying is South Park crab people is a legit thing.
I think there's at least 6 species that have convergently evolved from different roots into decapods.
It's all crab.
And words. I was going to say, come on, calm down, calm down.
Put your crabs away, man.
He's got a crab on the battlefield.
It's my thing!
What I'm hearing here is more crabs. Grab, I've got you. Your backup's coming. Don't let that nasty hero kill you.
Oh yeah, in your new house you got to get yourself one of those massive wall-mounted
No,
crab.
Well,
no.
we're getting
Our house is weird enough as it is.
We're getting a ship's bell.
We're not getting a ship's bell.
Jane,
What
I'm
would
gonna
look-
get the place
What would
to
make
do
that
it.
ship's bell not look out of place is a lovely wall-mounted crab.
And it's got to be a
already-
big one because lots of tiny little crabs would just look weird.
We've got the Mallorca crab on the fridge. You need a friend.
Charlotte's going to bore you there.
Yeah, because what is weird, two's a collection.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I made a concession with the goat's head, and that's enough.
Well, what about a crab head to go with it, you know? And you know the crab head is like crab body.
Alright, so the crab surges out of the water. Water spraying in every direction. Crab's going to go first, unless you have anything. Does you want a surprise round? No?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, classic.
Okay.
So go back up to the other.
Like, just how big is it in comparison to us? Is it...
Like that.
Yeah, okay.
So it skitches over the side, water sluicing off its body. Sek is frozen in shock as this crab's claw comes slamming down towards him, in reversing the fishing situation. You can see Sek's bolt just embedded in the shell on top of this thing.
Poor Sec.
At least he hit us both.
Okay,
I mean, yeah.
first attack against Sek. He's going to hit him.
No.
I can't imagine Sec's got much HP as it is.
He does.
Okay. So the claw smashes into Sek. His crossbow skitters along the floor, just sinking into the water, the haft of it sticking out. Sek before a second claw comes slumming down on him, hitting him a second time.
Totally.
Sec's a level 19.
Sek
level paladin.
crumples to the floor. You can see the pincers just slide over his body, ready to pick him up. Top of the round. You're up.
I'm going to be down to 2 cards.
We won't blame you, by the way.
Sek had
I will.
accident. He fell down the stairs.
Okay. Why are we stupid?
An eagle came and took him.
So he's crumpled on the floor, clearly in a lot of distress.
Well, he's not really screaming for help. He's toughing it out.
Yeah.
Does he still look conscious from my point of view?
He's unconscious.
He's unconscious.
I got a way up on him.
In that case, then I'm going to grab hold of him, and we're going to just flee.
When's the silent stalker arriving, guys?
It's usually the end of the round in which someone goes unconscious. Okay.
So I'm not sure. Based on his size, how much is it an action to pick him up and carry him? Because I know he's a goblin, I know he's quite small.
So the complication is he's in the pincers thing. He's actually grappled.
Oh. How bloody hell are we getting that?
rip him out, legs be done.
He comes in half.
Yeah.
There's plenty more Cornwalls in the world.
I've only got 3. Well, what, 2 now?
Yeah, can I use my action to try and help him out? Or try and... I don't know how I'm going to do it, but... Because usually to break a grapple on someone, you can assist.
You can make an opposed athletics against the crab to break him free.
We'll break him in half.
Is that what a natural 1 gets? You get him free, but he rips his legs off.
Or a nat 20. Yeah, you could go either way, really.
You can't witch.
I will attempt to do that. I mean, I've got to at least try, haven't I?
I can't run that one.
Why am I looking at it? 16.
Okay.
Just not bad, considering.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Unfortunately,
Right.
you grab hold of him. As you do, you see the pincers grab hold of him tighter, cutting through his flesh. Blood runs down Sek's body, and he starts to pull away from you. You don't break the grapple. 17.
So close.
There's some bagpipe music on.
So my actions, yeah, he's probably dead.
Triage there.
I can't face this crap hormones. Yeah, it's going to have to be. Sorry, Zach, but you're dead, and we're going to retreat. So I'm going to use my action to use my movement to run my ass away.
Okay. Do you have anything that stops me making an attack of opportunity on you?
Over when you get attacked.
Because you have to move forward to grab him, wouldn't you?
You have to move in.
This is getting in range, yeah.
There's attack now, attack later.
Risky.
So you've moved away. I'm going to take the attack of opportunity on you.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Do you remember when you said it would be okay for you to buy the miniatures that you carry it because there's no chance that you guys will die?
I thought you were going down by the coast.
You fucking liar.
Okay.
Where the other giant
I was going to buy characters at Cyberpunk and I thought, do you know what, I'll just wait because I'm going to get burnt, I'll wait until after Thursday. And then...
It's 14 points of damage. And you're grappled.
For a level 3 though, isn't it?
That's half my health.
Half? Well, that's alright.
I said, I'd survive that. That's a wizard.
Alright.
14 is still a lot.
So that's you.
Sex.
Sex!
No, thank you.
I'm gonna give him death saving throws as part of the party. Okay.
Come on, you champion Sek, that's what's 20.
Alright.
Yeah, stabilize!
Crab.
Oh no. It's Crab's turn.
Okay. Crab's turn. This crab, he does not have to attack you again, he just automatically do damage.
And that's what happens to the Church of the Light, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was just auto hit.
Fortunately, the auto damage is less damage than his initial attack, so that is 8 points of piercing damage to you.
It's less, but still a considerable percentage of your total HP pool.
Okay, and Sek will also take some damage.
But... 2.
End of round. No Silent Stalker because Sek isn't high enough level to call one.
Well, I don't even care about sex.
So, top of the round, it's Lasidius.
Worth it. I didn't know it was little best.
Can you pet help you as well?
All I've got is an attack.
Well, you can't disengage a grapple, can you?
There
You
you
have
go.
to make
Break the
that
grapple.
reaction.
Yeah.
Well, the usual things, you break it, use an action, use a Misty Step to get out of it, which is another common thing to do it. There's a bunch of things you can do if you've got those abilities, but...
At this level, yeah.
Can you Misty Step out?
I've just played this steps
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
of my head. I think I'm dead.
I know that because Bron's done that.
Unless you try Gunhammer and just kill it.
bit hard as a ranger with a bow when you're grappled by
Shit,
it.
yeah, because you're disadvantaged on the hit as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got a short sword, but
I mean, yeah.
face with a short sword with 6 HP, I don't think I'm going to last very long.
Your best bet is to try and break the grapple and
You might get
try and
lucky.
get out without
Yeah.
getting reaction hit.
I'll tell you right now, if it helps you, his attack is 2d something plus 4.
So
That's how much damage he's going to do.
You're dead if you don't
So-
break the grapple.
If I don't break the grapple, I'm dead.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because minimum is 6 damage.
Does your pet not have the help action or anything?
Yeah, but how would
Bite on its claw while you break
Bite
free.
on one of the claws and just really clamp down as best they can, don't they?
Bite. Pet, but
Throw a bit of flavour on it.
Try hump the crab's leg. I mean, I might distract it.
Which one?
That's what my chipmunk did, didn't it? Just ran on the vampire's face.
Yeah.
Let me just see what the pet can do. Distracted. It gets an attack, but it.
Oh man, this is so stressful. Because I imagine
you
you're,
went
more,
out,
you're
fish
more
it.
than 10 minutes away and definitely out of earshot. I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're by the pool. The pool are described to be.
Oh, past. It's about 100 feet away, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Something like
Yeah. So it's not.
Oh, the
unachievable.
pool I was actively looking at and saying I don't trust that pool.
Well, you weren't just staring at it. There was a point where you set up camp, and then I got the impression everybody went to camp. Then.
Yeah. That's fine. Look at it.
Yeah, no, I think that was probably
But
safe bet.
either way, to get there though would be like 3
3
rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not going to get there
What's
anytime
that,
soon.
Chanel? Something's happening in the water.
Oh yeah, because that would be a beautiful
I
dash.
mean,
with the horses.
if it's a wolf, it should be able to howl if something was happening.
Lassie, go tell the
Rocks up
wizard
like
we're
Lassie.
fucked.
Yeah, that'd be great. Timmy fell down the well again. Leave him there, the little shit. He'll learn a lesson.
One of those things in the wrong situation. These crabs can be awful.
Yeah.
Like right now. What's the right situation? It's Gartok. It gets crushed.
The right situation is that Sec doesn't roll a nat 20 to hit it.
Oh, yeah, well,
You
yeah.
rolled a nat 20 to hit it. God damn it.
And then
At least he doubled his damage to it.
I didn't do the damage. It's just a crossbow, isn't it?
Might be outright dead.
Well, you have
So
to
hand
run
crossbow,
it.
yeah.
You'd have to
I think
back
it's
off.
D6.
Just 1d6 total.
Plus his dex, if he has any.
Not anymore.
I reckon he's got one saving throw left in him.
I don't
Right, okay.
Do you think he's already had it?
I think he's fucked.
Yeah, so he did 9 points of damage.
Hey, go
That's
Sec.
pretty good, actually.
Oh, though for a crit.
Yeah, we'll crit that. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can I have the
I've had a crit and rolled number 1.
I obviously have to try and break the grapple, otherwise. So I have to use my action to break the grapple. That's all I can really do here. It doesn't explicitly say that the pet can take the help action in the list of things that it can do. I can command him with a bonus action, and he can make an attack, and he can take a dodge action and stuff like that. So it's your discretion really if he can
Yeah, you can call him over and do the help action. I'm fine with that.
use a help action.
Yeah, it sounds reasonable.
You know, how
So it's a bonus action to.
command. It's a bonus action on my turn to command him to do
Okay.
something. Otherwise, they take the dodge action.
Alright, so what are we doing?
I'm going to try and wriggle my bleeding ass out of the crab's grip. So that's my action. So I can break the grapple
Okay.
and have my wolf pounce around and try and distract and
All right.
helping fashion to try and help me.
So with a piercing whistle, your hand comes running over, leaping at the one arm that has the claw that's grappled you.
To try and distract
It's
this.
trying to distract it. So you can. I'm going to do disadvantage on my roll to keep hold of you. So you're going to have to make your athletics to break it.
Come on, let's have that 16 again. That was a good one.
It's a flat roll, so it doesn't really matter what.
20.
That's
That's 16 again.
Hey. That's a solid one though. I'll take that.
So I've got a flat stamp,
16,
so
especially knowing he's got
flat
disadvantage.
16.
So the hound leaps on the one arm, biting in below the claw. You grab hold of the pincers and try to pull with all your strength. You see some break in it as you pull it loosely. You feel the blades of it pull loose from your body,
But no.
and you drop backwards with the pincers slamming just above you.
My God.
I got a 6 and a 2.
Ish.
So you drop to the floor, water splashing around you. Scramble back to your feet.
So now,
Action and bonus action spent.
yeah. So now, all I can really attempt to do is attempt to run away, and hope you miss the attack, because you're going to get an attack opportunity on me, obviously.
I am.
So that's all I can hope for.
Yeah, it was always going to be that though, wasn't it? So.
Well, you can always shout.
AC 15. Well, I can't because I've used.
But then,
You can get free speech, don't you?
but on the
Yeah.
crab's next turn, then he still gets chomped anyway.
Could you?
Yeah, but shouting is a free action.
Yeah,
You
shouting-
can
you
speak.
can
6
speak,
seconds.
yeah.
But how far are we away from?
100 foot.
It's a valley, isn't it?
So Ramos can send a fireball twice that distance.
Okay. So you're going to run.
I have to try. Yeah.
All right. Scramble back to your feet, pulling back from it. The claw comes up again, slamming towards you. Just catching hold of your clothes. You feel the pincers slide around your body and dig in as you slide just out of them and get clear of it.
And I'll use all.
13 from me.
I've got 35 foot of movement, so.
Okay, so you scrabble back 35 foot. So you're going to be next to it. 5, 10. That far. Okay, that's you done. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Depends
One
whether he's
sec.
aquatic or not.
That 20 seconds.
I didn't even roll for that. Yeah, it's sex go, isn't it?
Come on, Sec.
We're still rolling death saves, so he's not dead yet.
Okay. That's sec done.
Now he's dead.
Crabs go. It's got sec
Sec's in the
loose
water.
in one arm. You see a twitch from Sec's arm. Then the other claw going to come slamming down on your wolf.
It's an idiot.
That is
Idiot crab.
I thought it was going to be like, if you twitching them,
a
rip them in.
And then he gets rid of
14 to hit
Comes
your
a demon.
hound.
It could be a final death twitch.
There's a miss.
Oh,
Okay, so
yeah.
snips right near,
At this
slamming
level,
water up,
AC is
spraying
15.
the darkened water, wetting the pelt of your hound. You see Sek go limp again. In just a moment there, he moved.
Self-preservation, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're back to me, are we?
We're back to you.
I'm going to have to move away again, and my action to command will be to get Longshot to run his ass out. So he's going to have to try and. Well, I'll have to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't get. So he can slip away. And the beast has got a movement of 40, so he'll disengage and move 40 feet away. and I'll run 35 feet.
Okay.
And essentially our plan now is run.
Okay. Well, so you're 70 feet away from the edge of the water. You can see the camp from where you are.
A lot of protein.
The camp is effectively here.
See, on this turn, yeah. Now I can actually.
Wait, you still get your action to dash or shoot or something? Because your bonus actions move your.
Yeah, bonus action to command.
You've still got an action left.
So if I use my movement again, so I get.
Yes, we're really
70 foot
close.
from the water, so I'm like 30 feet away from you guys.
Yeah, so if
Let's
you
sing
used
a
your dash,
little
you'd be
song, a
105
little
across to us.
campfire
We-
song.
we are
Really
super
nice.
close.
All this going on over here.
There's
Oh my
a waterfall right
God.
over there, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be loud. Yeah, and we're in a valley, so the noise would be.
And I presume
amplified.
we're all in like the circled up wagons
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
middle, so
There's a
Yeah,
fire.
I would run back towards the direction of the camp, and I'll start shouting, "Massive crabs!"
I've got crabs.
Right. It's going to be a perception check from everybody in the camp because there is still the sound.
Yeah. I'll be shouting at the highest I can possibly.
I'm here, I think.
I am not hearing that.
Perception.
That's a good plus, actually.
I got 7. Chanel is fine.
I got a 9. That 5's mighty fine.
I'm in my book.
23.
6. 3.
Only you.
Wow.
Here.
Come
Massive crab over the sound of the smashing water nearby. So let's. Everybody can go initiative because we're in that sort of situation now.
Do I still have advantage on my initiative?
Yes, it's until I do otherwise.
This fucking dice is going.
Alright. Off it?
19.
Oh, what the fuck? No work, eh?
Oh no, yeah, it's fucked.
It's foot.
That's what he gave me.
I bought it from Wilco's, and this is why they went out of business.
Oh, mine.
17.
No more?
2.
It would have been a 2 without the advantage.
17. What's your plus?
I'm a dex 1.
What did that?
Oh, I'm a
8.
plus 3.
Yeah.
True to form.
Crab is on 8, incidentally. You didn't record it before.
Is this fate?
No! The word is 2. Sec.
Yeah, Sec was. I think it was like a 12. I can't remember now. Got +2 on his dex, it matters.
I'm not going to link out.
Alright, and Randy.
Flashbacks.
Randy's ahead of me.
Alright.
I'll go away and just only play 4, I don't know where.
Would I know which direction it's coming from?
Yes. Yeah, I think you hear it and you look up and you can see, because it's flat ground.
Yeah.
Ignore all the trees.
Quick
What we're
look
concerned
around.
about is the grid. There's a couple of leafless trees around you.
There we are.
Yeah. You,
I'm pretty. I don't know what your plus is, but.
-1.
Ah, well, we'll say the crab got higher dex than you.
okay.
Travis definitely got a high
So
dex
we'll
than
call
me.
that, with you running, that's you, top of the round. Which means it's off here, who's not heard anything.
Nope. So no reaction.
No reaction from you. Randy.
I'll turn and look at Lycidius. Assumably a little bit bloody. And
I'm guessing there's a
here the crab.
gaping wound across my.
Yeah, there's blood running down him,
Midsection.
and obviously you cast silence.
Just I'm gonna pick up my scimitar, which I would have put down. I just say, they need help, and I'm gonna just dash straight towards him. I can move
this you?
70 feet in total.
Is this you?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Right, I've put you round the
Yeah, you
cart
go.
this one. 5, 6. 70
70
foot.
feet, yeah, wood elf.
How many squares is it?
I don't know.
14, isn't it? So that's 7 there. Or, where do you want to go on?
Just straight towards him.
4, 5, 6, 7. So that's your full movement.
Has he got Eldar Phantom grenade launchers on his back?
Fuck!
He may have.
What the hell?
It's an Eldari miniature.
Farseer,
it's
is that
one-
you?
It's one that I had at home, and I didn't want to risk because didn't know whether or not the vampire was going to kill
It's
us.
alright, just silently dock 50 experience from anyone I see you, so we'll have a minute.
No,
Do it.
only throw on square bases.
Can I see the crab from where I am?
Yeah, it's flat ground, you can see the crab.
But what if that square base is Goblin Green, Harriet?
Gain 50 experience.
I'm going to try cast sleep on the crab.
Okay.
How have you? Not to be a pain, but you dashed to get to me.
Oh, of course, yeah, sorry. It's because I was thinking about using Healing Word, but that's...
So you got bonus
It was a
action
bonus
now.
action, but that's out of range. Got fuck all, I think.
So you run up.
Yep. Where's Sec? And then that's me done.
Okay, you can see Sec.
Oh, you can see
Bobby.
Nothing for bonus action.
I didn't hear anything. I just heard Randy go, they need help, and start dashing
Run
out.
out, yeah.
I'll probably spend a couple of seconds looking for my mace. Because morning stuff, I'll put it down somewhere. So I'll be walking around a bit in there, and then I'll start running out on my movement.
Me, anytime I've used a screwdriver, I've used it once.
Yeah. So, to be honest, you probably have to take 5 or 10 foot of me walking around trying to find my spawning star.
So you want to spend a bit of time doing that? Okay.
Yeah.
And so, and then
Once I find it, then I'm going to dash out,
you're going to dash out. What's your movement?
30 feet. So it'd be 60 feet minus the 50 feet I can get out of the...
Okay. So 50 feet for you. If somebody wants to
grab me.
pilot him.
It's the one with the blue cape.
So it'd be about. So it's about this.
Okay. Lovely. Set.
Come on, sec.
90-20, sec.
It's not that funny.
But is it a pass or a fail? That's the
A
question.
natural
As long as
one.
it's not a natural one.
Okay.
We have a
Wait, he's
chance.
already. Oh, he's been in the grip too long, hasn't he?
No, he twitched. He moved.
Okay. Bert.
Bird.
Hey, Bert. You're the rubber ducky in the world. Oh shit, that's not a rubber ducky. You lied, that's not a ducky. Get that away from me.
Over there. No.
If you were a human, I would have stayed in camp and just ignored it.
Harriet's fully on her. How can I heal someone?
I'm like 5 or 10 foot away from
Get
being
up
within
onto
healing range.
Chanel.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and run. I'm trying to use Chanel's full run speed in that direction.
Okay. Yes, you can do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's gonna do it? It's not
Handle
LT
animal,
bow.
please.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this isn't LT bow. He may not respond.
I would already be there. Who's cracking open the juicy crab, ready to make a jar of crab paste?
Weird. 12.
12, that's fine. Yeah, you run over, leap up onto Chanel.
Do that. Literally thinking of things of vicious mockery, and I'm just like, oh, we read there's something crab paste. I'm not aware.
Especially the seagulls.
16. He's got a cookie on him.
I don't even feel the opportunity.
There's chocolate. Or is it rabbit poo?
Is it
It's not been
tasty
long since we went to
raisin?
the Sea Life Centre. We should know this.
That's true. Or they read the plaques.
Okay. Oh my god.
All
Right.
beans bring in the mace, gonna make crab paste.
So, are you just half my movement to get up?
all over the place.
Do you know what? I give up. You can do my vicious mockery in future.
I'll use half my movement to get down.
Okay.
You're right.
I'll use my action to run 6 squares that way.
Okay. So,
I ate your mother. Snip, snip, motherfucker.
You should be in.
Yeah, and then I will cast Healing Word on Sec.
alright. So, on the leap up on the horse, race across, sliding out the saddle, running, hand extended. Healing word.
By the power of a lie. Healing Word.
The pearl of the lie compels you.
Yeah. I don't heal very much, do I? This is not Father Hell.
This is Druidio.
Ooh! I rolled a 4. 7.
Okay.
7 points to Sec.
That bit done.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is Chanel done? Chanel wants to take a bonus action.
Ooh, that was very traumatic. Okay.
Hit exercise. High intensity training.
So the crab.
Don't need him. Is he next? Oh no. You got a crab sandwich between the birds.
Submerging.
Bertla.
We set up camp. I'm gonna be like Nega's armor and stuff. So,
Negus.
yeah. This one's Ulysses if I remember right. So I'm gonna go 10 feet to the cart, pick up my sword and shield, which I presume will be in action as I'm like grabbing my shit, and then
Okay. You can do it as a bonus action.
and then I will dash.
Okay. Feeling the cool air on your skin. I want to change. Okay, so think the rest of the caravan get up and looking over towards the situation. Keppel and Snepu are also looking.
Oh God.
Dovos.
Nervous.
So I guess while looking at this, see anyone running towards it. It's pretty obvious that we're going to take that crap. From there, so that's easy 120 feet, isn't it?
It's 60 to like there.
So
Oh no, he's moved back now as well. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115,
11.
120 is there.
Alright. The two is there.
Yeah.
And more than 6 away from there. Yeah, because I'm 1, 2. Can't see the squares here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Just out. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do.
This is.
Seeing everyone
We're in the desert.
running in my direction.
Yeah, fuck you, crab. Where's the water now?
The crab has snack.
Sounding primitive. Crab has snack.
Do we hunt the crab? I guess it'd be to Randy, who's closest to me, because you're pretty much right next to me, aren't you?
Yep.
Yes.
My bonus action, I'll summon Longshot to my side, and for action, I'll turn around and I'll loose an arrow at the crab.
Okay.
Just set it within 150 feet, so. That's like 16s apparently. 23 to hit.
That
the
is
crab.
it.
Which one do you hit? 5 points piercing.
Okay. So arrow flies, slamming into the shell, breaking through. An arrow juts out of it. Okay.
And that's it, yes, and I'll pull my wolf back to me, and that's it.
Off here.
Pardon?
The only one there. He's just sat around the campfire. Everyone's fucked off. If I could leave
I didn't
him.
think about stats for this one.
I'll just get up and make a dash at like as far as I can get. I got 60 feet of movement to use, so
Yeah, the next.
doing a rendition of Freebird on the lyre for to have people run away.
Okay.
Other than that, there's not a lot for me to do. So.
Okay. Randy Bumgarner.
Does Sek look like he's breathing?
He's in the crab's claws. He looks like he's limp. It's as much as you can see from this distance.
You're excused.
I didn't say you.
I'm gonna
Decisions.
I'm gonna guiding bolt the crab.
Okay.
Yes. Eh, 17?
That's a hit.
I thought with the crab armor that was going to be not a hit. No, I wish I second.
That one. Is it the one that gives advantage to the next attack?
Next person that attacks.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 radiant damage.
Great.
And
Okay.
I will just call out to Sek. Hang in there!
Flash of light, searing into the crab's shell. Done.
Yeah, that's me done. I've bonus action. I can't do anything.
Point.
Dash towards the crab. So I got 60 feet. So
So you with the bookcase.
yeah.
That's Urug.
I'm now level with Felix, and I am sweating. I'm like,
Not quite Felix.
oh yeah.
It's because I called him Urug.
Yeah, confused. Randy. That's me done. Now the main man.
Okay.
I should have done sleep, I think.
Sec. But
I did hear him.
you did.
Last turn.
Yeah, and then it was a crab go.
Okay. Right. My crab did something with it.
That's back on.
Is it crab meat or kobold meat?
Take any at this point.
So, I'll run 6 squares closer, so my movement to the edge of the pool. Where
Knock the trees out of the way.
Fuck the trees!
The boat will probably ask it nicely just to shift side to the side from him. What's the
Can you move, please?
35 feet away, if that helps. From the crab, 30 from Sek.
what am I going to do? I'm sorry. Weirdly, that spirit token thing doesn't tell you whether it's temporary hit points, and I think it is. I will cast another healing word. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. With my bonus action. How deep does the water look? Because the crab.
You can still see the crab, so it's not that deep from where they are. You can see the top half of the crab.
Right. So, Bill wade into the water. Then he'll start wading towards the creature.
Have you got any movement left?
I've moved. I will use my action to move because I will use a bonus action to cast healing word. So I will move another.
2, 3, 4, 5. Do you want to go one step closer, or do you want to stay there? You're 5 right now. Do you want to enter the danger zone or stay out of it?
I mean, I really shouldn't, but it's.
You can't do anything else this turn.
Like, you're going to take one step further.
I'll just stay there,
Yeah.
and then I will cast this healing word. So his head will snap back, and he'll say some words which I don't think anyone can understand. And then he will heal him for 6 points.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you done?
that's what I'm.
Crab down.
It's the crabs go.
From this distance, did I see Sack?
You did.
Did the healing seem to work?
Well, I posted on the Facebook group what his death saves was.
Oh.
A picture of it.
I don't want to look.
No, me neither.
Yeah, let's look.
Crab surges forward, Sec, limp, in his other claw.
Oh, you've got to know now.
Was it on the event or on the...
It should be in the main page.
Okay, it's alright. Sometimes it doesn't show
Yeah,
you.
it
You know
was.
what Facebook's like. Go on.
Okay. 22 to hit you with a claw.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
It is 7 points of damage. and you're grappled. Okay. And then it will. Okay. That's the crab done. So, crab surges forward out the water. Sec in the one claw and grabs hold of Bert. Claws wrapping around Bert's body. Crab's done. Bertolac.
Curse of melee fighters.
That's me.
Okay. No,
That's like my only range spell is 60 foot. I'm real far away.
No, I'm moving range.
You might have to come a little bit
Well, you
closer.
came forward, didn't you?
He came forward.
So,
Oh, did he come forward?
yeah. To be fair, I didn't. So he's
Even better.
Yeah. So seeing that the claw has grabbed Bert, can I attack for like the joint? That's
You can attempt that.
yeah, with magic missile.
Okay.
So that's why I was very specific. Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to upcast it for level 2 though.
Level 2. Give me the damage.
So it's 4, 8, 12, 14, 15 force damage.
15 force damage.
Yeah, there's a lot of falls in that.
Nice.
And they're all +1 as well, so you start with 4 straight away.
So, the small balls of energy sparring around each other, sparring around Bert, and then slamming into the arm of the crab multiple times. Thick red goo seeps out of the crack in the crab's arm. Still got hold of Bert there.
Alright, and that's
Good amount of damage there. That's you. Top round, Assidious.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the crab.
Okay.
Which I believe is still glowing from your guiding bolt, because that was magic missile.
Yeah,
That
it's not an attack
auto
roll,
hit.
so there's been no attack roll since that, so you get advantage.
So I will attack with advantage.
Okay.
There's that arrow. So it'll be 17 to hit.
That's going to hit.
So that'll be D8 and
It's my only range.
I worry because I know some of the crabs have got some, just from Crassus, they got some weird ACs, don't they?
What do you mean weird AC?
Well, I'm assuming because they got shells
13
and stuff.
points in
They,
total.
got,
Very defensive.
they can
13
jump up.
points.
Nothing weird about my ACs. Some have got weirdly low ACs.
One
don't
of
get me wrong,
them
but
impregnates you.
none of them impregnate.
Okay.
That's called Crassus.
Another arrow then.
That's what someone says when
Yep.
they're impregnated.
Are you done?
Yep, that's it. I'm going to stay where I am for the time being.
Off here.
The one.
Um,
I think of is the six.
Break out some sick rhymes, bro.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Well, I'm out of range for my sick rhymes, unfortunately. So
Viciously not.
I'm going to.
Are they only 60 feet, your vicious mockeries?
Yeah.
Ah.
Monkey fresh beaks.
Yeah, and I am 100 feet away from the crab. So. 30. And I'm still 70 feet away from the crab. I think.
Now this
Yeah, I am, aren't I?
is a story all about.
That's sorry, I was counting for me when I was getting ready.
Oh, right, okay.
Outside of town.
So. Going to. Going to. Probably just give you a blank inspiration if that's alright.
What's sorry?
Is it like a quarter? What can I want it?
Get in, Randy.
What?
It's quite low if you're not moon circle.
Yeah.
It's probably a quarter, I think.
And because I've got combat inspiration, you can use that
Yeah, so you
for
get
a
maximum
attack roll as
quarter.
well if you need to.
Oh, thank you.
Effectively, it's not combat wild shape, but it's like
Okay. Randy.
utility wild shape.
5, 10,
15,
20, 25, 30,
Spallowed up.
35, just out.
Just float. Don't look, see
Arm
on
sniff.
Yeah.
Is there any movement from Sek, or is he... Now I'm a bit closer, can I see any rise and fall or anything, or is he...
He's unconscious.
14. Even after I healed him. Because I couldn't see what your death saves were. So I can't find it.
You can't find it?
No, I can't see it. Can anyone else see it?
Can't see it.
Oh.
Not even
You
in the
posted
event.
it somewhere.
Yeah.
I hadn't pushed the post button, that's what it is.
No.
You got tease.
I'm going to just do another level 1 guiding bolt. Oh, well, is the bardic inspiration dice? Is it a d6?
D6, yeah. There we go.
Oh, fuck.
He's in that 20, so he was conscious. You healed him and did enough damage to put him back out again.
Okay.
It's crab directly after you.
14.
14 to hit. It's not a hit.
Yeah, I did not think it would be, and I have
Randy done.
nothing else Randy done.
Randy done. Okay. Orby.
I'm just gonna dash straight to the crab on Sek's side. So that's using my action to dash as well.
Okay.
Stand there.
Running in, feet splashing through the water.
And then, as a bonus action, I'll rage because he's got 2 of my friends. I'm like, let him go!
I used it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just for future.
I'm sure the crab can understand exactly what I'm saying.
You just cried at him.
Okay.
Remember that Britney video?
Death 7 for every sec. It's Bert.
As my action,
I'd like to rage, please.
I will.
Well, with the name, that's it's like you guessed it.
I will touch the second and cast Cure Wounds.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll give him 4 points. What the hell is that?
Okay. Puts him on a 4.
What's that?
Bonus action, I will cast my Spirit Totem as a... I just had it up. What beast do I want to go for? Okay, where is my actions now? As I think my bear. Now I can find the other one.
Was that another heal for Sek?
Yeah, it was. And then the bear, which will give, I suppose, 8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And wait, who's in the aura with us? Everyone else who's there will get 8 temporary hit points.
Randy
Orvin and Randy.
Orvin,
And advantage on strength checks and saves. So hopefully we can try and get out.
Potatoes. Orvin.
Done.
Orvo.
Yeah.
Okay. The crab releases you. Puts his pincers together and just slams into you with closed pincers.
No.
That's going to be a 21 to hit you. I can do more damage with closed pincers. But still rolled a double 1 for a 6. It will squeeze.
I don't know if that's a happy grin for us or a happy grin for the crab.
It's 13 points of damage to.
Very talented, isn't it? How they can squeeze and stab at the same time.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah. Crab talent.
Yeah, crab talent. So yeah, he slams into you, squeezes on Sek. Sek drops back out because he went up to 12. I did 13 points of damage. He's unconscious again. I release Sek. The crab drops down to the ground, and his legs and claws retract to the body. I do that as a bonus action.
I've seen this in Pokemon. It's called Bide. It's gonna fuck you up.
Okay. Bertolac.
Bertolac.
You're Beyblade now.
Start spinning around with one leg out.
Yeah. He's from Robot Wars, really.
Noticed.
It's Killer Crab.
Till there.
I'm going to give Bert Shield of Faith. And magical effect. Could someone chuck that on Bert?
You almost did.
Ooh, no goldfish for you.
And that's me.
But like, done, no boss.
I'll just do the same again.
Magic missile.
Magic missile, yeah.
Okay.
4, 8.
Sorry,
10.
that is actually a bonus action, so I'm going to continue to move forwards as well.
25.
There we go.
Do you want to stay there?
Yeah.
12 force damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm going to stay happily out here.
Top of the rounds, Elysius.
Let's try and find a way out at the crab. 26 to hit.
26 to hit is a hit.
One good, one bad.
Yeah, that's smart, thankfully. So that's 9 points in total.
Okay. So an arrow slams into it. Pump it up. That you done?
Yes.
Off here.
3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to.
Please kill it with an insult.
I don't know what it's doing yet. Your next thing will be. I'll give you some bardic inspiration. Because I get combat inspiration as well. You can use it as either as a reaction to add to your AC or to add to your attack roll.
Okay.
Or your damage.
Or is it all damage? Is it
Or
as well?
damage.
Yeah, I've got good. So go crazy, and then actually.
Okay, Randy.
Randy is going to. Is it an action or a bonus action to just grab Sek and slide him back?
And that's going to take as an action to move to someone else.
An action.
It's an
And he's
action
unconscious
to,
at the moment.
Coup de grace sec.
If I double action charge him, I get it for. I'm going to. Bonus action healing word Sek for 7 points of healing.
Okay.
Going to step up, and can I sort of just pick him up, throw him behind me, and step into where he was?
It's your bonus action healed.
Yeah.
You can take an action to move him, and you can step where he is. That's fine.
It's not your attack roll, it's just your damage. Apologies.
Okay.
Yep, and that's me done.
All right. Orvine.
We're gonna swing at the crab.
Okay. Swing, swing.
Oh, we're going to miss.
Swing.
What did you get?
5, and I think it's +4, so it might be a 9.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then we're going to swing. We're going to make it look like we missed on purpose, and we'll shout, "Good crab for letting him go."
Okay. Slam the mace into the water spraying up dramatically. That you done?
Yeah, that's me done.
Okay. Sek.
Nice. Style it out.
He's conscious, so Sek will roll over in absolute fear, and he won't move. Bert.
I will. Wait, he let go of me. Didn't he?
He did. His arms are pulled into the shell. His legs are inside as well.
Can I? What would it be to pick up Sack and move it?
It's your action, and it will halve your movement. Carrying a person.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to grab Sack and try to wade it backwards out of the water, 3 spaces out.
All right. Well, I would say you can get to about there then. It's quite far, but yeah. All right, that's Bert done. Crab, stay where he is. Bert's luck.
He secretly snuck out the back of his shell.
He's a tiny little crab. Little joysticks inside.
Like the thing in Men in Black.
Yeah, that's a little alien.
I don't think he's taking any damage.
If you use a concentration spell, but that happens within that same turn, would that, and is an instantaneous effect, would that drop my other concentration spell?
Yes, you actually cast once.
I've just never tried casting multiple concentration spells.
You can only do that if you're a female character.
Damn.
Special helmet.
I'm going to charge in towards the crab. I'm going to raise my sword. I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
I will smite the crab.
It's killing you inside, isn't it?
Let's kill him inside. Let's kill him inside. I might not even hit the crab.
I feel like that was on purpose. That was.
Long sword. It's +4. 15 to hit the crab.
To miss.
To miss.
The Thunderous Smite stays.
Thunderous Smite stays. Yeah.
You get to use it next time.
And that's me.
Although I don't know how I feel about these pre-done smites. It's
No boss.
gonna do them afterwards.
I will shoot a firebolt. 25.
That's a hit.
6 fire damage.
Right.
Mate. Oh, I see. Pre-cooking it. I like that.
Yeah. Slams into it. No, it's done.
Yep.
Assidious.
Let's try another arrow.
I'm just like a trebuchet. I'm just
It's probably gonna miss.
I imagine you're like
Yeah,
overarming
15.
these as well.
Up here.
I'm going to. Can I have a concentration thingy? And I'm going to fairy fire the crab.
It's on the left hand
20
side.
feet.
Pink. Oh.
Oh, thank you very much. Boop. And yeah, and wait here and let the material write itself.
Randy.
Randy is going to.
No, I was asking.
Hang on. Isn't verify an area effect and a
DC,
check?
it's DC
It's a-
save, yeah.
Oh, yes, sorry,
I was
yeah,
gonna say,
yeah.
I
Quite, it's the
thought
first time I've used it, so because I haven't actually
Is
used
it
it yet.
dex?
It
Dex
is.
save, yeah.
He's got to make a dex save. Default dex 14. He's got
He's not gonna make that.
it. Okay, cool. And then it's sort of 20 feet
You
sort of
can
on the
pick
crab
whatever.
and slightly behind
What
him.
colour is he glowing?
I just know people.
What colour
have
is
done
he
it on us
glowing?
before, accidentally.
Pick a colour.
Neon pink.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he's now cyberpunk crab.
Disco crab.
Glow sticks.
I've seen.
Spencer.
But actually inside his shell.
I'm 47. I don't know how to do that.
Wait, so does this mean it looks like he's having a rave inside his shell, just out of the hole where it's supposed to go in? He's got neon lights.
You just see all the lights moving around. One of the house party. Yeah.
So,
I'm going to get my scimitar, turn it side on, and try and jab into one of the holes.
Go for it.
With advantage, because of very
Yes, yeah.
Fucking hell. Should we carry on?
Okay. Obi.
It's 5 and a
We're going to
4.
try and hit him again.
Come on.
15 plus something. That's what
Oh.
plus is. Plus 4, so that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that's a miss.
A miss.
But I told you he's fucking biting. He's pulled the Pokemon on us.
Slams into the shell. Doesn't penetrate.
I missed an attack.
I need
It's
this
eight,
crab
it's
in
eight.
my
You get that roll
life.
with advantage.
I need this
Amazing.
crab.
It was missing badly.
Oh, okay. I wasn't watching. Yeah, sorry, I was
That's me
reading.
done. Look at that.
That's you done. Sec. Sec starts wriggling in your arms, Bert.
Okay.
I've got to impregnate it.
Covered in blood, big gashes all over his body.
I'm not grappling him.
No, but you picked him up and moved him, so you're holding him.
Yeah.
So.
He's like a baby.
And now it's you.
Stay still. Shh. I I will come out of the water so that I am on the green bank. And I've still got my spirit totem up. So how badly hurt does he look?
He's not actually that bad now.
Okay.
You know, he's
It looks like a newborn baby.
for the amount of hit points he's got, he's all right.
Alright.
They look pretty bad.
Oh, well,
But
yeah.
he obviously had a really bad time with the crab. But he's stable.
We should track how much healing did he receive.
I'll carry on walking a little bit further with him then, and towards the tree.
All your movement.
Yeah.
Take you to there.
So, yeah. That's what I'll do.
Okay. Then it is Crab. Okay. Crab will surge back to his feet. Pincers coming out. He's going to slam either side of him. So the two on the outside, Bertolak and Orvine, I think.
Oh no, I've got to forget my armor cast minus armor.
Okay, we'll do Orvine first.
How did you find this?
That is a 14.
15 you needed.
Oh, and on Bertolak, it's going to miss, I think, with an 11.
Yeah.
And then he's going to move back into the water.
Don't hit crosses.
That's my dinner.
Do we get opportunity?
You can have an opportunity attack. He's got nothing to stop
With
you.
Yes.
with advantage because of fairy fire as well.
Open the winner.
Damn it!
Teasing you.
You got advantage because of fairy fire.
23 tears him.
Yes.
I think it's,
Yeah.
16.
No.
No.
10, I need a D8.
Yes.
Is he there or is he there?
Well, at the moment, he's there because he's just
Well,
moved
yeah.
out of reach, so he hasn't got that far yet.
Sorry, it just matters for fairy fire on the next turn.
Yeah.
4 points of slashing.
it stays,
4
it stays
points.
on them, I believe.
No, it's a 20-foot
I
break.
hit him.
Yeah, but when
No.
you cast it, it's a 20
10.
radius.
Yeah, once you've hit them, it's not.
Is that enough?
That's him, he's down.
Once you've hit them.
So you manage to slam him with the mace, he just cracks the shell. Yeah, the stench
It
of
just says
his
any creature within the area.
crab meat wafts over
Yeah,
you,
it's
but he
on the-
slumps loose into the water to one side. One
Yeah.
pincer out just
So the concentration is
Still
not to keep
clapping.
on. It's
Keep
to
it on
keep
him.
on
Okay,
the
grab
creatures
combat.
that were initially in the area.
I'll try and
We're out of
drag
combat.
the crab in from the water, I
Yes.
guess. So we're on the beach, if you want to call it that.
You pull it up onto the shore of
Yeah.
this stretch of water.
Huey! Hubie! Hubie? Hubie? grab your best knives! By God, have we got some dinner!
Alright. Hubie and Huey come over and you scavenge the crab. And they spend some time cracking it open. They seem to have a set of hammers specifically for the purpose.
We brought these on. Who cares? It doesn't matter. We've used them. They're now useful, so it's all good.
They crack open the crab and you harvest the meat, and then you can all eat well for the evening on crab meat.
Sashimi.
Yes.
Succulent crab flesh.
I would like to raise a glass to our two magnificent hunters that reeled this catch in. It may not have been the intention, but the rewards were nevertheless delicious.
Still stroking Sec.
Well done
Like a
to
rabbit.
Lycidius and his apprentice Sec.
The saving grace in that was that when Sek was grappled, he wasn't. It was. So you take critical damage from an attack, but it just automatically does damage to him.
So it's only one, not two.
There's only one instead of two.
Yeah.
That was about the only thing that.
And the nat 20 that kept him up.
And then that 20 later on, yeah.
Otherwise, without that nat 20, he would have died, wouldn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
We just wasted a lot of spell slots saving.
He was-
We're just about to go to bed. What could
We're about to rest
possibly
it.
go
It's
wrong?
alright.
This is what
Yeah,
we don't
right.
get attached to NPCs, guys.
Well, I've got attached to 3, so.
The group eat well. With your fire burning, staving away the damp air. Some of your caravan taking turns on watch as well, looking out towards the water, making sure nothing else creeps up on you. Is there anything you'd like to do before you take a rest?
Clean my mace.
Get that disgusting crab meat off it.
Oh,
Oh, it's really not nice when it's not cooked.
I'd like to take 6 silver coins and mark them with the initials of everyone in the party, and then hand them out to everyone with your initial on. And I'll just say to them, so I can find you if we ever lose you.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, very cool.
Let's see how true. Just,
Silver coin with initial.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's basically, it's a known object of mine now. it's out of character, so I can locate you. Look at object that is familiar to me.
I'm going to spend this on something.
Has anyone specifically volunteered from the camp to take the first watch, or?
I will. Bert's vigilant.
Yeah, Bat says he'll do it, and Berenger will as well.
Can I? So it's Bat, Benger, and
Bert.
Bert. Yeah.
Bat, Benger, Bert. It's the B shift, people.
Will. Can I bardic inspiration more than one person at a time, so long as I've got the slots to do so?
Oh.
Is it no, it's not concentration.
It's not concentration.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
you can, yeah.
You just spend it and you
Can I-
give them it until
yeah.
they use it.
Because
Can I
Once you've got slots for
give?
it,
it lasts an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll give Benger and Bert a bardic inspiration each. Then, if that's okay, I'll spend the last couple of my slots.
I'll put my armor on for my watch.
Yeah.
I'm happy to take a midnight watch.
I can take a late watch after I've rested because
I don't mind taking on
I've got a big hole in me.
I'll take a morning watch. Before I go to bed, I will obviously bring Chanel back. I will tether him with the other horse.
Oh, you start setting
tell him
alarms,
how
I've got
much of a
alarm.
good boy he is. Make sure he's well fed, and then I'll insist on the kobolds lying down, and I will tuck them in.
All 3 of the kobolds,
No wandering off now.
tightly wrapped in blankets, tucked underneath them,
As
Do like a,
I watch them,
I don't want anyone to die of
like babies swaddled.
kobold instant death syndrome. Kids.
as I watch them get tucked in, I'm gonna remind them, Snippo and Keppel, remember that the feast you had tonight was brought to you because of Sek and Lycidius, but
Mainly
helped reel in that crap.
Yes, Sek nearly died. Pity he didn't.
Which one of them as well? Was it that yawned at me earlier? Was it Keppel?
Who's Keppel?
I'm gonna cast sleep on him. Here you go.
Literally no excuse to be tired tomorrow.
Really funny.
I wish that was real.
God, wouldn't that be useful in real life?
Yeah, I wish.
Could you come in here and cast sleep on me?
And I'll intercept Snippo and go, there we go. That's fixed his tiredness issues, hasn't it?
Me. Do me.
If you're good for the whole of tomorrow, then maybe I'll do you in the evening.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
See why you're keeping him around, eh?
I'm gonna bomb some kobolds.
It's all in Draconic. Okay.
And then I'll walk off.
Okay.
Because I don't want to disturb Bert's nice and neat tucking in.
So Keppel is fast asleep.
I'll sit with them and sleep near them.
Okay.
And just before we said,
Snippo is wide-eyed. Like,
He will not be sleeping for next week.
I was like to just set an alarm there.
okay.
But a loud one, so if it does go off, everyone can hear it rather than just mental.
All right.
I did a silly thing, bardic inspiration. I thought bardic inspiration lasted an hour. It does not. So
You inspire people for a few seconds.
yeah, it's 10 minutes. So, but you never know.
Well, in combat, it's quite a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, just as well, quick before I go, upon the toast to our 2 glorious hunters, I would cast Vigilant Blessing on Lycidius. So on your next initiative roll, you get advantage.
Oh, nice.
That's it.
Sweet.
All right. All that done the night passes without incident.
No.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's what we like to hear. Let's be honest, if we hadn't fought that crab now, it would have came for us in the night.
It's a clean 100 experience points each for the crab.
And it's not that I didn't want to cast sleep on Snippo, it's just I had no slots left to cast sleep on Snippo.
When the crab retreats into himself, his arm class goes up to 23, but
Oh,
you
damn.
bastards
He rolled.
were like 25s and so on.
I was like, I was like, yeah, I rolled 19, I'm definitely going to hit him here.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh.
Who is that crab, Jamie?
Yeah, he's a special boy.
He's a special boy.
Yeah, I might share with me later.
As part of the whole feasting, I would have added the big eel that we got as well.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure that was part of the camp supplies for.
Okay, so they'll salt up that eel.
Yeah.
Got it?
Love salty eel.
Salty eel. There's still plenty of crab meat left as well, so they do the best to preserve it. Reckon you've got enough food to last you another 4
They
days.
do
As best
their
as
best
seafood
or
can
the
be.
best.
Yeah. The fourth day might be maybe
It's
maybe
gonna
maybe
last
not.
at
It's
least
a bit
an
much.
hour.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Hide that mark.
Yeah, it's great. We've treated it really well, salted it up real nice, cut it into thin strips. Lovely. Yeah, best crab we've ever done, isn't it? Absolutely it is.
How many
Well-
times have you done crab?
I'm thinking of them salting up this crab and how awful it's going to be later on. Dave Law told me a story about when they tried to trick somebody. Like they filled up a bottle of tequila with water and given someone else the actual bottle, and they were doing loads of shots. But because they were doing the salt on the rim and they were also doing lime, all of the ones that were doing the salty water ended up really sick.
Oh no!
Yeah. It was so funny. But anyway, yes, that's going to be us later with this crab, I imagine. So.
Okay, morning comes. Hubie and Hugh are loading up the meat. They're packed into barrels, put it on the carts. Anything you'd like to do this morning? What's the
Morning
plan?
horses. Good morning, kobolds.
Are they still
Snippo is still wide awake. Taking a level of exhaustion.
I will untuck him.
Okay. Yeah.
You're packing up, helping, getting everyone ready, getting the horses ready for the cart.
I'll gear up Ulysses, rig him up, ready to go.
I will ask Keppel if he slept well and needs extra oxygen from yawning.
No, I slept so well. It's really good. Best night sleep I've ever had.
Snap my eyes at Snippo. And you, Snippo, sleep well?
Yeah, real good.
Yeah.
Today is a day to be nice to Sek, isn't it? Because he provided a very nice big meal yesterday. And you want to sleep tonight, don't you?
What is your problem? Well, you've been bullying us two ever since we got here.
And I shall continue for as long as you bully Sek.
Sek is sacred.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
Sek was the first.
Okay.
Never forget your first
Yeah,
goal.
so a bit of intimidation on those two.
Yeah.
Hey, give me an intimidation check.
Hey, you got to keep him in line. Oh. I don't think I have anything. Oh, it's a 10.
Okay. Make a perception check.
That was considerably better, so I could see how my results failed. Dirty 20.
Okay, well, you definitely hear Snipper call you a fleshy prick as you walk away.
In what language?
Draconic, it's the only one that those two speak.
Okay.
Sek's the only one that speaks common. Oh. You got to let him have some, so you can't beat. Yes, I'll let him have it.
Okay.
It's fine. Can't beat him down on every opportunity.
That's what you're wrong.
I can beat him off on every opportunity, but not beat him down.
I love all of these like D&D based curses that like if someone called you a fleshy prick in the street here, you'd be like, what? Like, D&D, yeah, totally fair, fleshy prick.
Oh dear. Cool. I see this, so then you had your own
adventure last night, but would you be up to see if there's a better place to cross the water?
I can certainly take a look ahead, yes.
And then while we're getting packed down, at least we might be able to meet you further along.
It's looking around. Obviously, it's dark in this valley, but is it easier to see and navigate?
Yeah. I mean, the light is coming up. It's early in the morning, so there's certainly a point where it will get lighter. But it's as good as it was before sunset last night. Anyway, it's not full light, but enough. You can see some distance up the valley ahead. Similar sort of terrain, sparse trees, the odd bush, this river flowing along the centre of it. You can see on the opposite side of the river now there's a couple of similar clusters of water feeding the river. Yeah.
While they're packing down camp and getting ready to leave, me and Long Shadow will take a wander down the river and look to see if there's a suitable crossing place in the immediate kind of first couple 100 feet.
Take Benga with you.
Okay.
Just in case.
Oh.
No more crabs.
Yeah, we'll go down a couple 100 feet to see if there's a reasonable crossing point.
Okay.
While they're all getting ready to leave.
You can make me a perception check.
No.
Okay. So you don't find anyone, immediately start wandering a little bit further down to check. Anything else or anyone else? No?
No, I don't think so.
So the wagons are all prepped to move. Horses loaded up.
Is there any way to test the depth of this water? Can we see the bottom, or is it?
No, the water is very dark looking.
Roughly how tall was the crab when it was up and attacking?
It probably stood probably about 5 foot high when it was attacking.
It's at least 5 foot deep then, isn't it? The water. If it had a 5 foot crab hidden in it.
It's 5 foot is obviously much higher than office head height.
About 3 foot higher.
That's why I carry around this stool everywhere.
Sorry.
Did you just?
Oh, you're not a kobold.
That's Randy. Yeah.
You don't play a bard and not grab everyone's leg.
All right, so wagons loaded. Water is dark. You can see some distance off to the side. You see Lycidius moving along the river edge, checking the water. You haven't seen anywhere you think is suitable as of yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm not going too far because I want to just leave.
Yeah.
It's like a pretty large stick anywhere. Like as tall as I am. That looks like it's not just gonna.
That is big. With the dead trees there are scattered around, you can easily find a stick.
Cool, because I figured if I stand on the bank of this thing and then put the stick in, walk a bit, put the stick in, I can sort of test the depth as I go along without getting too...
Alright, I think with that method and with the city's looking as well, you spot a point on the river a little bit further up, which is the water is flowing over, but it's shallow enough, you think, to take the horses and the wagons over to the other side.
Yeah, okay, cool. We should do that then.
Okay.
Chanel first.
It's going to be
yeah, you can take the lead on that.
animal handling check to take the horses across that.
Chanel.
Bert and Bat, isn't it, are the better. I don't know what.
I don't like it.
I don't know what your
I can't
animal
actually
handling is
speak
like,
to
but
You're just talking.
+3.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, jeez.
Hello.
You guys put yourselves out.
No, I do have.
Proficient
I
in
can
that.
cast some spells.
Oh, yeah.
I-
Okay.
No,
Right, fair
I
enough. I'll bear that in mind.
You wouldn't assume the one with the dog.
I just speak.
Yeah, I know, I see.
I've trained.
I am
to be
sort of-
obedient.
Are you the shepherds?
never made the connection.
Yeah.
Right,
I think you can talk to them automatically, can't you? Or you can understand them.
Not yet. Oh!
I think you can.
Because T does it.
Yeah.
Yes! A beast can understand your speech and decipher noises and motions. I can decipher them. Yeah. So it turns out they can.
Okay, so
Who knew, eh?
between you four then,
Bert didn't.
you guys are getting
I
the
just
horses
been
across.
speaking to them.
Proficiency with vehicles,
They're all in
brackets land is basically horses, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, carts, very specifically.
Yeah.
Alright.
Didn't know I had that in my head, but
How did I not know this about you?
So-
You're an enigma.
Just for the sake of argument, if we're doing a handle animal check to get these across, how does vehicles land come into that? Do you just add your proficiency bonus on top of the animal handling test? Okay.
cool.
Right.
Now,
Horses. Calm.
Straddling one of the carts. Like
Take it slow.
This
The water
trail
is tricky.
that we blaze.
But we have
rocks.
faith in you. The great and enchanted. Of it on.
I also rolled bad.
Mystery.
I got a 10 for the Ulysses.
I guess an 8.
Is there one more horse?
One
Okay.
more.
The third one is in there.
yeah, sling is the.
I'll try and marshal sling then.
Hopefully better than we are.
Oh, it's as bad as we got.
9!
All right.
10, 9, 8.
What would have I got?
I think, checking back in my notes, we had one spare wheel per cart.
So we now have.
So yeah, 2.
Have we already lost a wheel
You
before this?
haven't broken any.
Oh, haven't we not?
Not broken. No, you broke one earlier.
Yeah.
So you replaced one. You haven't broken one on this occasion though. But the three of you, as soon as you get in the water, the horses start splitting off into separate directions, and you go deep enough for the water to lap into the back of the carts. You get out the other side. You lose one barrel of crab meat though. It gets pulled out the back.
Oh
So
no.
that day's worth.
Yeah, that's
Gone.
2 days,
2 days
worth
worth.
of crab meat.
That salty
Goes
crab.
straight down the river.
2 days.
Honestly, it's probably a good thing.
And the sack of oats
No!
is soaked.
Oh, that's fucked.
Looks like it's porridge for lunch.
We'll have to just
And
cook
dinner.
that
And
immediately.
breakfast. And then
But-
that's probably about as far as we can take it.
With a bit more rest, you managed to get the wagons out of the water, but it got in and soaked everything in the back.
Okay, so on the other side of the river, just like tossing up what we've got left, all together, we've got like 2 days worth of food left.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So prestidigitation work on the oats.
Certainly try it, can't you?
Isn't prestidigitation self only?
On each
No,
individual
you can
oats.
instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
You can also make it taste even better.
Yeah, you can change the taste of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that
I
bag
found that
of
out
horse?
in that magic competition where Ross gave us literally no spells and we had to do that magic.
Hey, at least you didn't get. I'm a thief that uses a rope to do tricks in a magic competition.
I don't think so. You can clean an item, but you're not cleaning it.
Have you got create
It's soaked with
destroy water?
No, I didn't think that.
You can warm it up.
Yeah, I don't think in this case, because it's just water that's got to it.
Fair enough. Can I shoot a fireball?
I mean, cutting our losses will like. Yeah, I guess we'll.
I'll hunt again, but improvised fishing was not exactly my first idea.
It looks like we've got a day or two worth of food.
Yeah, we still have one eel.
We've got some eel and some crab.
No one touched that last night.
We're all going to be constipated.
And wet oats.
And damp oats that we'll probably have to eat today.
Have you seen oats when they've had water on them for more than like an hour?
Yeah.
Mush. It's disgusting.
I didn't say you'd enjoy them, but.
Alright. On the other side of the river. Push on.
Continue down this path.
Yeah, sort of cut losses, get over the fact that we lost half our food provisions and then.
And we only made it like 4 foot from Angel Reach.
What's 4 days worth of food anyway? Like, fuck all. So we've got half a fuck all now.
Yeah.
There's always more food that include cannibalism. So don't worry about it.
What do you mean?
This took a turn,
I thought that's what the kobolds are for, right?
I mean, fine, we can eat Keppel and Snipper, but Sect is off bounds.
What's going on with you two? So you proceed for another couple of hours along this blackened earth, the water running alongside of you. You can see some distance ahead. There's another waterfall which is pulled up here. This will be the last of the 3. Maybe another 5 hours will get you through based upon the progress you've been making. But ahead of you, you've got the same situation. There's a pool and there's a shallow area of river so you can cross back over again. But close to the pool on this occasion, you can see a crab shell which has been propped up on several sticks and it looks like cloth has been hung over the top of it to make some sort of rudimentary shelter. A small campfire in front of it, which is burning low to embers.
Ah, civilization.
But that is right up against this next pond.
Will that be before, or is it before or after the next crossing point?
It's after the next crossing point. So you can go to the crossing point without going up to this shelter.
So do you want to meet a local resident?
Is the fire lit?
Embers, you said.
It's just embers.
Oh, embers.
Yes, there's a little bit of smoke rising off it.
Well, we're out here for adventure and new experiences. Why not take a minor adventure over there and have a new experience?
They might know a better path that we can take with the carts.
Yes.
That probably would be good to find out if we can or not.
And in any case,
The campfire is only embers. They may be moved on for the time being.
maybe.
Well, what do you propose to do? Stand on this side of the river and shout across at them?
Does the crab shell look weathered on the top, or like it's freshly killed?
Give me a perception check. It's not fresh, but it's not been there a huge amount of time either.
Okay.
Same for the material straight on the side, it's relatively clean.
What's the harm in taking a look?
Well, if there's anyone there as we pass,
I know.
we can say hello.
I know the last crossing wasn't our finest hour, but I'd argue that we should just press straight over here. The water looks shallow enough from here. And if there's someone at home and when we pass, so be it. If not, this is our best way across either way.
What are the
I
chances
agree.
of 2 crabs?
There's always a bigger crab.
Yeah, but it looks like this bigger crab has died and been used as a house.
Yeah, let's
So-
cross.
Yeah.
Follow Burton.
Okay. Let's cross.
I will instruct Snippu, Keppel and Sek this time to make sure that they're holding on to the leftover barrels of food that we have, so if they try float away they've got a little bit more grip.
So we're just crossing over the river.
Yeah.
Another animal handling
Scoop
technique.
cobalt.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking 10 again.
14.
I see how it's going to be.
Okay. Overall, the group is more successful this time.
Ulysses is smaller than the other horses. He's 7.5 times
That's
bigger.
it.
You get your wagons over to the other side. At this point, it looks like a fairly clean run along the riverside. So you're on the opposite side of the river from the crab hut thing there.
Roughly how far away from the crab hut?
On this side, you're probably about 60 foot away from the crab hut.
Won't
Is
hurt.
it the same side?
I thought it was on the opposite side.
You're on the opposite side now.
Yeah, but we've crossed over.
Cross over the other side of the river.
Oh, I
I
thought it was on the other
this
side.
Yeah, so if the
yeah.
river was running horizontally in front of you, we could either cross or.
We're
take a
now back on
detour
the same
to-
side we started on before we.
Yeah, you're back on the same side now.
Oh,
The-
I
We've
thought
gone
it was
on
down,
the
crossed
other
over,
side
gone
from
out, crossed
us.
back.
Yeah, I thought it was this side.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oopsie. You can cross
But
back
that's okay.
if you'd like.
No.
It's a
I'll look after the horses.
Wait, so we're on the same side as the crab hut?
Yes.
No.
Ah.
No, we
Same
were.
crab hut.
Oh, so I thought the same as you. I thought we would check it. Okay.
No. You crossed over. Ahead of you was a waterfall pool and a crab hut by that. There was a crossing here, and you've gone over, so you're on the other side of the river. This is the river side the river you started on.
Well, we've got the horses now, so
Yes,
Carry on through the valley.
we must press on and make the most of the daylight, otherwise,
There'll be another night in this bloody valley.
yeah, quite.
So just while we're walking, because can I send my familiar over there?
Okay.
Chipmunk, Alvin.
Just throw them across the river.
Yes, because it's how wide was the river? Just for the sake of measurements.
River's about 30 to 40 foot across, depending on where you're looking
I'm
at
just
it.
in range then. It's 100 feet. So I get 100 feet up. I can telepathically. So the little chipmunk.
Okay.
send him straight over there to have a look, basically.
Was he with you? Are you?
Yeah, he never gets.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm putting it, was he actually conjured with you because you're on this side of the river now? So you talk about the chipmunk crossing the river to get back to that side of the hut.
You need to catapult the chipmunk.
Oh, I get what you mean now. Yeah.
I'll throw it.
You can
You'll
pop
have
him
to
into a
toss
pocket dimension and then pop him back, can't you? Or does he conjure where you are?
No, but
Can be.
if he's already conjured, I can't.
You could put him
You
in
can
a
you can
pocket
dismiss
dimension.
you can dismiss them into a pocket dimension. Resummon.
Yeah, that's it.
What's the range on the resummon?
Yeah, but it's a whole hour to resummon it.
No. You can dismiss them and
Yeah.
pull, you
It's
can
if
pull,
they-
you
it's
can
if
pull
they-
them in and out of a pocket dimension as an action.
Yeah.
at
It's
will.
if they die, you've got to do the whole ritual again.
Oh right, okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% correct, but I think when you do the pocket dimension, I think it's within like 5 feet of you because it's bound to you. I'm not 100% on that bit though.
I'm looking at it,
Yeah, it doesn't really say.
I'm still liking the throwing the chipmunk thing.
Yeah, I'll throw him.
I think that might be the easiest option, isn't it?
Yeah, I like the idea of the throwing
yeah.
chipmunk.
With an occupied space within 30 feet of you.
Within 30
As an
feet.
action, you can temporarily dismiss it into that pocket dimension, and then 30 foot away from you
Morgan,
when you
can
call it
Can
back.
you throw my chipmunk, please?
I can throw you a chipmunk. You're going to tell me where?
over that side of the river.
I'll throw the chipmunk across the river.
Make an athletics check.
I'm not good at that one.
No one throws it.
Not with that ball, I'm not.
In the river we go.
8.
It's like a skimming stone.
Am I going too high?
You
Aims at a tree.
throw it straight into a rock halfway through the river. The chipmunk will take 2 points of damage.
I think that's it. I think it just
Yeah,
goes.
it does.
Yeah, it's gone. So now I'll take it now.
So poor Bert just watched this. Poor Bert, who loves animals, has just watched this chipmunk get lumped. I'm assuming there was a squeak when it hit the rock.
You didn't have to throw it with a spin. With a spin? Oh no! No, I feel like American
The rock moved, it wasn't there.
Just that stunned silence.
You just threw it straight into a rock.
Is he there yet?
No, I mean, he's not. I don't think he's starting this one out.
As we were crossing the river,
I was going to walk away from it silence.
was there any movement at the hut? Like no one coming out to
Perception check.
I said, imagine it made a thunderous sound.
It would have been like.
So,
15.
Yeah, you saw some movement by the entrance of the hut. No one's come into view, but you think maybe somebody peered out of it. There was like movement of the curtain twitcher.
Can I go to the closer bit to the other side of the river, but enough so they'll be able to hear me if I
Okay.
just
The river's going quite fast, so it is quite loud.
just try cast
It's like
thaumaturgy
Okay.
and say and shout, "Hello there."
Hoorah! Booms across the river.
Yeah,
They're definitely not coming out now.
not in an aggressive way. It wouldn't be transposed as an
I
aggressive.
think
way.
3 times louder in normal speech is going to be aggressive.
It says up to 3 times louder, so it doesn't have to be 3 times louder.
Oh, I thought you were using it to make your voice louder. This would clearly be.
Oh no, this time it was 3 times louder.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be.
All right, fine. So you boom out. You see again the fabric on the front of it. You see it moves aside. You just catch a glimpse of a face, some pink skin, and the curtain comes back again.
Pink skin.
Mm-hmm.
Thaumaturgy again. A little bit quieter this time, but just enough so that I actually be heard over the river. Can you tell us if we're going in the right direction?
The curtain moves again, and you see a face come out. It looks to be a bearded individual, brown hair that's about maybe 2 inches long, in tufts everywhere, horns on the head. You just see he sticks his shoulders out there, and his voice comes back quite loud and clear. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you or hear you there, and I just what did you say?
Can you tell us what's in the direction we're going?
It's the mountains and trees and stuff.
Is it easy to pass?
Yeah,
insight check.
Is this how you live your life normally?
Yes. 23.
There's a sense of nervousness from the individual, but you can't read any deception with it. I mean, it's just two people shouting at each other across a wild river.
What's your name? Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Is there a better route for carts, or is?
I don't have one myself. I'm just on foot.
Yes, but surely you'd know if there was a better route. Like,
Well, it's flat.
I imagine we're just trundling on while we
Yeah.
stop for this conversation.
what are you doing out here on your own?
What? I was camped.
No shit.
Being exiled from his camp.
Come on, Randy, we'll leave you behind.
Oh, your friends are going. I don't want to disturb your day or anything. And I've got some meat on.
Yes, well, thanks for nothing,
Oh, you're welcome.
twat.
Oh,
And then I'll walk off.
have a good journey.
I bet you found the barrel of crab meat. Just ignore it.
Kiss, kiss.
Fleshy prick. I'll keep going.
Making friends wherever we go.
Horny, pricky
Already pretty
bastard. Fucking needs to use a comb in his hair, doesn't he? Uncivilized races. Oh,
Oi!
don't do this.
So your group journey on then. It's with some relief that you break the edge of the mountains and find yourself on the other side, looking out across the terrain ahead of you. Okay. Oh, no, it's come back. Okay. So you've broken the mountains here. You're looking towards low hills spanning off to the south. There looks like woodland ahead, and the river is flowing strong. The water that's come from this valley meets another larger river from the mountains in the north and heads on south. You're in quite an elevated position, so you can see a good stretch. You can see a good stretch of this land ahead of you. Thick woodlands spreading on for miles.
Any signs of any like civilization or built-up areas anywhere?
There is a perception check coming your way.
Give them that 1 for a total of 6.
Looks like an untamed barren wilderness.
I mean, can you? Are we at a position where we can sort of look over the land, or?
Oh yeah, you're higher up, so you can see over the tops of the trees.
I mean,
There's no obvious
would it be unreasonable
towns.
to make a perception check? Like, okay, so there's no. Are there any plumes of smoke and things like that?
Nothing you can see.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I didn't think to look for anything.
There any obvious tracks leading from this route through the mountains off, or is it?
Make a survival check.
I fear I can see some trees.
This dice roll nothing but 5s.
Beyond that, there's some more trees.
It's probably not great. Survival. It is 8.
Okay.
Dice is so
The
low.
ground here is hard and flat, and you can't see anything in the way of tracks.
So we're about where the cursor is. What?
Where that hand is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you are now.
So, do we keep to the river or keep to the mountains?
We said mountains before we came across.
I mean, we did say.
I fear once they get to the coast.
Rivers lead to the coast.
The twat in the hut.
I mean, either route
That's
leads
rude.
to the coast of.
Did I hear that?
Yeah.
And we've moved on since then.
Yeah. He's a bit of a distance behind you, but he's there.
She's come out the hut.
Yeah, he's wearing a long robe. He's about 5 foot tall, but he's wearing a robe down to the ground.
How far away from us is he? Sorry.
He's about 60 foot away.
Is it a dressing gown? And is it completely open?
Sleeveless. No. It's, it's done up at the front. He's sleeveless. He's got bare arms. I say he's about 5 foot tall.
He's got a mullet as well.
Any reason you're following us?
This is the front pie at the back. And this is the direction I was heading.
Because you were in the hut before, so you weren't really heading anywhere.
Well, I was camped. Look, safety numbers and all that. I was just wondering if I could throw you a little something to for a little bit of protection for a short distance.
We'll protect you, of course.
Where are you going?
Well, just sort of wandering, really. Bit of a religious pilgrimage.
Where have you come from then?
The mountains, to the north.
What religion?
Well, all religions are interesting, aren't they?
Yes, but if you're a religious pilgrimage,
Yeah.
then what religion?
Any shrine I find, I think, is a goal. Something that makes me feel closer to the gods. I love that holy energy.
What is that you, Randy?
You just saying
The
trying to
Pantheon.
go.
Just likes the vibe.
Yes. And what exactly are you throwing our way?
I don't have much. I've got a few coins. If it's a no, it's a no. That's fine. I'll continue on my way. I've done okay so far, but you're spending a lot of time on your own.
Forgive our apprehend. Is he still a bit of a distance away?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to raise my voice.
He's happily walking closer as you're talking.
Oh, okay. Well, forgive our apprehension. We don't meet many people just on the road, and there's not really a road here.
No, that's fine. I totally understand. I've just leapt in, and I just don't want to be left alone with the voices in my head. So
I don't need to insert check that.
We'll do it for free.
If you're happy to work for your keep.
well, I mean, I'm not no stranger to the outdoors, but I'm not the strongest, so
Well,
I'm not great at chopping wood.
There's many types of work. You could help cook, help mend, help tend the horses.
I can cook and I can sew with the best of them.
I
Excellent.
won't protect you for free.
What?
Okay, well, you're not very friendly.
Because I'm not trying to be.
Anyone
Okay.
who can cook.
Well, you seem lovely, so hey.
Hey.
What's your name?
Brindios.
It's a big name.
How do you spell that?
Well, I'm not telling you.
How do you spell that?
Phonetically.
Brindios.
Are you gonna whistle? Just shout Snippo in Draconic. Keep an eye on him. I don't trust him. He might be here to hurt us.
See, this is how it works. New guy gets hazed, and no longer new guy because we got a new guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now he's to be hazed.
Yeah. Hold his head underwater.
Maybe get Keppel to do that as well.
Okay, we take him out.
No, don't take him out. Just watch him for now.
We
You need
build a trap between two trees, catch him.
No, you need.
Happily miming this.
No. There's me just to. No.
Tongue fully out.
No. Snippo, stop. Snippo, you need a reason to do this.
Fun.
A reason other than fun to do stuff like that. Just watch him for now.
Kepu is like, yeah, religious reasons.
No, moral reasons.
Same thing.
I might not like the look of him or trust what he's doing, but that doesn't mean I automatically kill. I have said that you are to watch him now. You're to watch him, and that's it. No killing yet. Think of ideas to haze him, but don't do them yet. You are to watch him and keep an eye on him for now. Do you understand? If anything had to happen to him from you two, without me giving consent, I shall do it to you. Which one did that?
Just taking names.
Snippo.
Slap on the back of the head for Snippo. Do you understand? And then I'll lean into Snippo. Or you won't get done tonight.
You're giving off mixed signals.
I can understand every word. I'm just like.
You can speak Draconic.
I can speak Draconic.
There's a whole conversation earlier about everyone presumes that it's the human that's making all these mixed races. Well, when you see those half kobolds, blame it on the elves, I say.
Brindios, as he sort of moved closer,
Yes.
I'll hold my hand out to give him a handshake.
Extends a hand and warmly shakes it.
We will welcome you to our caravan. We are, I suppose, Cartographers. Not all of us here are a cartographer by trade, but we're all part of a caravan. Circumnavigating the land, exploring for exploring's sake.
Some people, stupider people, might assume it was the study of carts. Could you have 3?
So yes, I suppose some introductions. I'll introduce them to various members of the caravan.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
And
Allah's blessing be upon you.
Oh no!
A lie. Lovely. Do approve of that. Any other religious types amongst you?
All of you, and of course we've got Burton. Randy over here seems to lean one way or another.
Staring daggers right at.
Okay. Why is Randy so angry?
Troubled childhood.
Meanwhile, I'm there miming pointy ears.
Yes, yeah. Troubled childhood and all that. I'm sure you know the type.
No, not really.
Well, troubled
Why?
childhood.
Oh. Does that make you weird? Just angry?
It can do if you're fingered by an It's a terrible, terrible business, and it changed him forever.
I hadn't really considered it, but in religious mythology and all that sort of stories, the gods happens all the time.
That never happened to Randy, I would like to point out.
It's canon now, sure.
It's kind of that he's said it, not that it happened.
Rumours travel very quickly.
Into the wiki.
Yeah, but it's kind of that he said it, not that it fucking happened.
It explains so much.
I do apologise.
Well, just because you said it doesn't make it true.
Well, that's fine about it. It's your canon event.
No one inside checked it, so it's true.
Or we did and failed.
Well,
massively.
I mean, Randy has my full sympathy
You
then.
can choose to fail the check, can't you?
Where did you
I like
begin
getting sat
your
there and
journey?
choose to fail.
It was so long ago, I
It was
can't even remember.
22,000.
I spent a little bit of time north in Wolfspine.
We haven't been to Wolf's Pine.
Oh, you should go. It's lovely, right on a lake.
We started in Misthas and travelled through. I think it was Angel's Reach. Interesting place.
I have seen it.
Not a tourist trap.
I don't go inside it. Had a bad feeling about that one.
Yes, we did as well, but we went inside anyway. Turns out your gut was right. It's not as welcoming as it could be.
Well, I just had bad.
How old does this guy look?
You'd say he looks in his mid-30s.
And he's tiefling, right?
He's quite
You
young.
say you
I didn't say he was
gave.
a tiefling. I just said he had horns.
Oh, pink. You said pink skin. So, is it bright pink? Sorry. Or
No, human pink skin. and
Okay.
horns.
Like a
Oh,
little
I think I know what it is.
Is he like a satyr?
Can't see his legs yet because of the robe, can we?
Does he move like a goat?
You can't see his legs.
But as an animal expert,
That's
Are you saying satyrs are animals? They smell a bit
Lift
goaty.
up his dress and
does he
see what.
smell like a goat?
Can we pull up his dress and say, let's see what's under there?
You said you gave Angel's
Check
Reach
the
a bit
button.
of rum, but did you get to see a shrine on your way past?
Oh, I absolutely did.
Gust of wind.
A whole bunch of people camped out by the base of it, but I took a quick look in the shrine. Clip clop, straight up to it.
He's a goat.
I saw the big chair, and my experience, you don't sit in a big chair in a shrine. It's always for somebody more important.
Sorry, but you had an experience when you sat in the shrine?
Oh no, God, no, I didn't.
Oh,
By
right.
all the gods, no, I didn't sit. I don't sit. No, don't go to someone else's house and sit on their chairs.
Oh, well, no,
Not
that
without
would be
permission,
rude.
and it's
Yeah.
just it's the same if you go to a temple.
These people around the base of the shrine, did they just let you up?
No, I did all around the outside.
Oh, okay.
They were clearly very angry.
Have you ever been to Misthas?
I did once. I did. I took a little tour of the temples.
Oh.
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh, about a year ago.
From memory, like, how long ago was the Red Dragon incident?
Around about a year ago now.
How was it?
Yeah.
How convenient.
Was that pre or post dragon attack?
Dragon?
Yeah.
There was a dragon.
Oh yes. Oh, it nearly wiped the city out altogether. But it's
that's
a
a
resilient
shame,
place,
isn't it?
Miss Tass. You know.
Oh. Well, hopefully all those temples are okay.
No. They're not being alright, okay?
Well, Miss
Don't need
Tass
to bring it up again.
Miss Tass are rebuilding.
Which did you find most to your liking?
I visited all the temples and I loved them all equally.
But was the one better?
Well, I hear that the pantheon of gods can be fickle and jealous sometimes, which is the
People-
only reason we ask, you see.
People pray to blades of grass, you know? It just puts a feeling out there.
This is true. This is true. Well, in any case...
Yeah, so anything I can do to help that's...
well, we're
I mean,
all...
I'm only planning to travel you for a couple of days just to get a bit further along, and then if our paths go the same way, then they do, and if I need to go where my heart tells me, then...
How firm is the ground underneath us?
It's quite firm. Yeah, you're on relatively rocky and flat ground at the moment. You're going to come up to a slope that leads down to the land ahead of you.
Okay, well, yes, in any case, welcome to our caravan. We best get going. Daylight is wasting. Hi. I'm the last to introduce myself, it seems. How rude. I am Count Ophir von Reginald Edward Alfredo Verdenschmidt.
Well, Reggie, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I know. Anyway, we should get going forthwith.
Well, I shall try and keep up.
Take a look away. Like, just this way. And we'll, yeah.
All right. You spend a little more time wending the wagons down out of the mountains. Soon find yourself in a wide open grassy field. There's a bank of trees ahead of you forming the edge of the forest. So you've come down to around here now.
Yeah.
Takes you a while, but you've got the trees up ahead of you and mountains to the south. There's a narrow path which leads down to open grassland here, but you're effectively there. Water to the north of you. You're down with tree level now, so you don't have the vista ahead of you.
Well, if... Did you say there was a trodden path down to the grassland ahead?
There's an open area, but it's not a path.
Okay. I guess we follow that if it looks easier for the
Horses.
for the horses and carts.
Okay.
Yeah.
You move on, heading south. Before long, the sun moves across the sky. Without any more incidents, you feel the sun slipping away from you, and another day has passed.
As we set up camp, I suppose we go through the motions. Might be wise if you stayed around camp tonight, but then tomorrow head back out.
Well, how,
It's entirely up to you. You
how
have
close are we to the wooded area when we set up camp?
Oh, you're pretty close.
I am much more at home in the forest, so I can probably have a better chance of finding something there.
Well, before we head, I mean, from where we were up there, it looks like there might be some expanse of grassland ahead of us before we head back into the.
I won't go too
Forest
far.
again, so-
I'll just go to the edges and see what I can find.
Yeah, just stay safe. The crab incident was lucky. You were still close to camp. I wouldn't want to lose anyone else. We've lost two of us
Sec
already.
can go with him again.
I'd rather go alone.
Well, I'll go to the edge of the woods and I'll start getting some firewood to get a fire going anyway. Get my hatchet out and off I go.
Yeah, replenish some kindling and just menial things. Yeah.
I'm gonna ritually summon my familiar again.
Okay.
Can I send the kobolds?
I've been
to
avoiding
harvest?
Orvine all day. Will not go near it.
I will
when he comes back.
semi-supervise the cooking, I think.
Because there's a lot of dead wood and stuff still with those trees, right?
Check the crowd.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll spend a lot of time hunting in the forest. Then.
Make a survival check.
Obviously, it's my favourite terrain.
It won't be the chipmunk this time. I'll summon a crow this time.
That means you fucking killed that
Or
chipmunk.
raven. A raven, sorry.
I think you killed it.
Bert got a tally because
I am-
that's twice
I
that
am
chipmunk's
not
gone.
healing him.
I'm pretty sure
ever
that's
again.
twice that chipmunk's
No,
died now.
successfully
Yeah.
take down a deer.
Oh, nice.
Didn't someone step on it?
Not the
When I
deer, no.
was
Tied up. Drag it back to the rest of the camp.
Much more my usual fare.
Yeah.
That's
It
so
will give you an
nice.
additional 2 days of food.
Replenish the crossing.
Doe or stag?
It's a doe.
If
Play
it was
the
a
safe.
stag, it would
Play
be
the safe,
3
everyone.
days of food.
In which case, I'll take a part of the wood that I've chopped. I'll get like a decent chunk. And I'm gonna use my wood carving skills to make it into a little doe.
Okay.
And I'll just leave it behind at the edge of the woods.
Okay.
As we go.
Okay. As you do that, your new friend comes up to you, Brindius, and what you doing there?
Oh, well, I grew up on a farm. I had some, didn't grow up on a farm, grew up in the town, but I spent some time on the farm. And, well, I picked up some wood carving skills on the way, and, well, we've just claimed this bounty from a lie, and it's simple my thanks to go back. It's this life, you know how it is. It's, we take from nature's bounty, and ultimately we give back. Once we're dead and cold in the earth, flowers will grow from our remains, animals will feast on our carcasses, and, well, it's just, yeah, thanking a life for her bounty. It's,
Oh, well, that's
we live in this world, and we should aim to replenish the light that she gives us.
a great thing. Yeah. I mean, whoever finds that, it's going to affect him in some way, I'm sure.
Yeah, but who knows who lives amongst here? Perhaps, perhaps it just goes to the earth and replenishes the life here, or perhaps someone lives nearby and they might find this, and if it gives them a small smile, then that's my goal achieved. Whether that's the light of day or the light in someone's heart, that should be nurtured and encouraged.
I appreciate you telling me. Your words of faith have warmed my heart a bit anyway.
We should all aim to kindle the light.
If more people did, what a world it would be. I'm sorry I interrupted you. Carry on.
No, not at all.
Being close to your God is a personal thing. Get to them. Wanders away.
I'll stay there a moment longer, say a little prayer, leave it, and go back to the camp.
Handful of pink, black spotted mushrooms come back with your group.
I'll hand them over
Dead sparrow
to... Okay. I'll...
and a bag. Venice.
I'll take the bag off them and
Okay.
tell them to take the other stuff to Hubie and Huey.
Okay. You do that.
And I'll open up the bag and see what's in it.
It's got 6 what looks to be bent, you think, lockpicks. There's one that's straight, but most of them look like they'd be damaged in some way.
Nothing else in the bag?
Nothing else in the bag. It's like just a small belt pouch. The loop is damaged that would hold it on a belt.
Does the damage look clean and recent, or does it look like...
Torn fabric.
Oh, okay, does it look recently thread, or does it look dirty and sort of mottled?
Dirty.
So it's not like the kobolds have cut it and... I'm going to walk up to them and ask where they found it. Was there anything else?
In the woods.
Anything else near there?
Yes, some mushrooms and got a dead bird.
No people.
You forget we just shot it to you.
No people though.
No people.
You did very well.
I know.
pretty good, aren't we? Yes. Also, we got an idea on how to kill the new guy.
What's your idea?
Well, what we do, we wait till he go to sleep, and then we stab him in the eyes.
Everybody will see that.
Not if they're all asleep.
Yes, but he will scream.
Why don't we stab everybody else in the eyes first?
That they will... That's not... No.
You put your hand over his mouth. We stab him in the eyes.
He will still scream.
You're not very good at putting your hand over his mouth.
You can... If I look, let me put
Come
my
on,
hand
meet
over...
us halfway here.
I'm going to grab him and put my hand over his mouth. Now scream. See, you can still hear noise. And then I'll drop him.
Fine. We wait till he wanders away to do poop, then we creep up behind him. We stab him in the neck.
Keep thinking. Come back to me tomorrow with some better ideas.
Okay, back to the rope.
It's got a length of rope. Well, it actually looks like stripped bark. Making a noose with it.
I'm going to go up and take that off like you do a child. I said better ideas. Ones that are not so obvious. Come on, you are clever. You can do this. Think.
Fine.
Think.
Fine.
Just trying to see if there's anything there.
And the kobolds wanders up to you.
You want speed? Bird has a speed. I'll put bird down to the bird.
Okay, kobold comes over to you.
I'll go to where my stuff's stowed in the car and rummage around, fish out my shovel and a little bit, and I'll hand it over to him, but like hanging on to it and like bring it back when you're finished with it.
Run up with your shovel.
Which direction are they running off? Into the woods.
And they've wandered off from you, so you don't see that little interaction.
Shit. Oh, I know what they're going to go do. They're going to go dig a hole, try to bury
Again, it's the whole thing. You're speaking less, I'm assuming, widely in the middle of camp.
They're draconic.
Yeah, again, draconic.
Yeah, but I don't know that you know draconic. As far as I'm aware, no one knows draconic.
I'm not revealing you. I want to keep that.
No one sort of seems to be constantly eating while he's going.
No, that was the summoning thing, though. It takes an hour. I'm sat there.
Okay.
We're going to get a little salt lick for the horses.
Okay.
We've got to keep hydrated.
It's just
If
a
their
viral
salt
horse
levels drop too low, they'll need some diarrhea.
Alright. But otherwise, we can set in camp for the night?
Yeah, I think so.
In the open grassy area, in the woods?
On the edge of the wood.
The edge of the woods.
Yeah, I think so. That because
I'm more comfortable there, but the rest of you are probably more comfortable on the plain.
Open grassy area would perhaps be better, because at least that way you can watch the night, you can see what's coming. There's less chance of anything sneaking up on us. It seems safe enough here,
I
but
don't
why
have dark
take the
vision.
chance?
I won't be able to see shit.
You could do like Oregon Trail.
I can give someone the ability to do their watch.
For the majority of you, you're probably best circling the wagons in the plain.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Good
Yeah.
sound choice.
given the rationale, then yeah.
I'm going to go over to Lycidius and hand you the little pouch. One of the kobolds brought this back. They found it. It's no good to me, but there might be of use to you if ever we need anything. I mean, you seem possibly more adept with them.
I'm no thief.
It doesn't need a thief to use these tools.
Well, by all means, I'll hang on to them, but I'm a hunter.
Never had experience with anything like this.
No.
Well, there's always time for new experiences.
here for adventure.
Right.
I'll leave them with you. You got like 5 bent ones and 1 working
One
one.
Maybe serviceable one.
You can only find Sec.
Where are the other two?
Dig a hole and forest somewhere.
The great escaping.
Where are your kobold friends?
Sek not have kobold friends even when Sek was with rest of the kobolds.
Where is the other kobolds?
I don't know.
I'm starting to realise why Varn gave him up as tribute.
I'm gonna look around,
Make a perception check.
wander around the camp. Oh crap! Oh no, it's worse. It's an 8.
No sign of the kobolds. They're gone. They're all gone.
I'll rush over to, like, half run over to Randy. They've gone missing.
Ooh,
The kobolds. The
can I
big
see
two.
Sek from where?
Yeah.
He's over there, look.
No, that's the little one. The big little ones are gone.
Oh, Snipper and Keppel. They'll be around.
It's bedtime.
If you start tucking Sek in, I'll see if I can find the other 2.
This is how he gets killed.
He's gonna walk into a pit trap for him.
I'm just going to walk to the edge of our camp and just look out in all directions to see if I can see where the 2 twats have gone off to.
Make a perception check.
I'll put Sec.
Sec quite happily gets in. Now put his arms straight out in front of him. Wrap him up like a
Hold him
samosa.
up like Ethan.
Is he-
Hold him up.
Is he enjoying that?
Seems to be.
17.
No sign of him.
It's the swaddle effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll go back to Bert.
Feel like they're in the clutch.
But they've staying up late tonight by the looks of it.
Not good for them.
I told them to go collect some mushrooms and stuff, so they're probably just doing that.
One of them looked very tired today.
Snipper, yes. He didn't sleep well, I don't think.
Well, you should come to bed.
Should, but you know what children are like. And they're small, like children, so they have childlike minds. They are certainly inferior.
That's a dangerous logic to live by. We'll wake up tomorrow and one of the carts will have subsided. We're going to run to again.
Well, disgruntled, I will make sure the horses are provided for and then make my own bed.
Alright. You're settling down to rest?
Yeah.
I'll go on first watch.
I don't mind going midnight, like when it's darkest.
I'll come on first watch with you because as long as it's still.
I can late watch after I have my 4 hours.
I'll do the early morning.
Set an alarm again. We're just on the say north side.
Is there anyone else that doesn't have dark vision?
I don't have dark vision.
Like all of us but you.
So,
I have it.
We have that.
okay, yeah, but I can give it to someone else for the watch as well. So is it better if we split? Because there's going to be 4 hours of bad lighting, isn't there? At least.
I think that might be a bit
You got
more
dark
than
vision.
4 hours.
What race is offering?
Human.
Absolutely. None.
Oh yeah, and we got. Oh no, actually yes, we got 4 for.
Yeah, go forward.
We got 4 with dark vision.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, because assumies are all going first and last, so you guys are silent.
Because we can, as long as we get our 4 hours, we can.
Yeah.
What's the light like as it's dying down in where we are?
It's there's cloud cover tonight, so it's not as bright as some nights, but it's going to be tricky for the humans to see.
I want to use it, so those on first watch are going to get Eyes of the Night. So you get 300 foot of dark vision. For
See everything!
You're not going to be able to sleep now.
I can see everything through my eyelids!
Yes, it persists even when your eyes are closed. And into your dreams. For an hour. So for the first extra hour, you'll be able to just see better.
And then pitch black.
And then it goes just all of a sudden
And
Black.
unfortunately, an hour and 1 minute will be ambushed.
At the end of the first watch, whoever's doing that,
Mm-hmm.
Snippu and Keppel sneak back into the camp.
Do they bring my fucking shovel?
Yes.
Excellent. Checks out.
Oh yeah, they drop it near where you are. It's heavily soiled.
I'll like clean it off. Can't expect much better. They are kobolds after all.
They go in and then snuggle under some blankets. And the rest of the night passes without incident.
I was not expecting them to bring my shovel back.
On
so
my
that's a
watch,
win.
are all the kobolds asleep?
Sorry?
Are all the kobolds asleep?
All the kobolds are asleep.
Is Bryndios asleep?
Yeah, you wander around the camp and you find him under a blanket.
He's fast asleep.
Seems to be. You're coming across a bit creepy. Yeah, he seems to be asleep.
That's okay. Just wanted to check he was there.
They're not in a pit in the forest.
Yeah, and not wandering off to go, for a midnight pee, and all of a sudden he ends up in a ditch.
In the morning. Yeah, you're awake. Start for the day. Bryndios moves a little bit away from the group, sits cross-legged on the floor, looking towards the sunrise. Various other camp members start doing their business, preparing some rations for the morning. Small amount of smoke coming from a small fire that Huey and Hubie have prepared.
Morning, you two. What's for breakfast?
Well, we've got some mushrooms
Okay.
and the last of the bread, but don't worry, we scraped off the bad bits.
I mean, needs must, right? We've all been there.
And when you toast it, you can't tell.
Do you know what? No, you can't. These mushrooms, however,
Yeah.
where'd you get those? I thought we used all of ours.
The little red boys brought them in.
Has Lycidius given them a once over? He's
Oh, come on, we've cooked
pretty
them
good with
now.
this kind of stuff.
No.
Huey,
Yeah.
would you please go and get Lycidius?
I'm beginning to feel like you don't trust us.
I trust you to go and get Lycidius.
Excuse me, Lycidius.
Such a parent
Morning.
answer.
Offie would like to speak to you.
Okay.
It's a food-related incident.
Okay, I thought that was your department, but alright.
Yeah, it is my department, right? I know.
I bring back the meat and then you cook it.
Micromanagement, that's what this is.
Bitched about the boss.
What
now.
have you cooked? What have you cooked? How are you going to cook it? Is it warm enough? Is it going to poison us all? Is it shit?
Well, the poisoning part is quite important.
At that point, it was actually shit.
What seems to be the problem?
The kobolds found some mushrooms, and now we're cooking them up. I wonder if you could just cast your eye. I'm not particularly well acquainted with.
There's a ton of mushrooms out there. I mean, what did they look like?
Well, I assume they're already.
There
in
we
the
go.
pan.
Here, yeah.
Before you cooked them up, what do they look like?
Ah, delicious.
There's some mushrooms out there. Some are edible. Some.
Yeah, bright black spots on.
Does that ring any bells from what I know?
Make a nature check.
I mean, usually if they're brightly coloured, it's not a good sign.
No, these don't used to.
I mean, 8.
You have seen about some dishes prepared with mushrooms like this. They can be a bit bitter, but they're generally okay.
Oh, if they're what a thing gone off that route, they should be okay.
Do you know what, Huey? Because I trust you so much,
Ah,
I'm going to eat your fucking mushrooms. Okay.
you won't not regret it.
But if I don't not regret it, we will be having words.
Look, I'm doing the best I can with the tools I got. Hubie's a moron. I'm not. I've been sat right here. Prick.
Look, between you make half decent chef.
Yeah. We're one full chef between the two of us.
At least, right?
I'll have some mushrooms on toast.
Absolutely. Bert knows where it's at.
Well, I'm looking forward to my breakfast.
All right.
But,
So mushrooms on toast are dished out for everybody.
yes.
Anybody not want to eat the mushrooms on toast?
Constitution checks all round, boys.
What is not what? No.
I'll eat what's in front of me.
Yeah, I've not been there for that.
Everything else has just been fine.
Checks out.
Begrudgingly, I will eat his mushrooms.
They are bitter. That's true enough. And it's not a pleasant. It's not pleasant.
It's edible, not anything else.
I just want mushrooms on toast now.
I trust that the kobolds would have been foragers before, and they,
Bit of butter,
either it's either
salt,
luck
like
or they
the
know the
simple
mushrooms.
Yeah, but their
Are
constitution.
you literally told those kobolds to go out and look for stuff like mushrooms? They don't give a fuck what they bring back. You told them mushrooms. They don't
They brought back a crow in a bag.
It's essentially what you can eat and what you should eat.
I did crow.
Beyond that, I don't think there's any other business to conclude. Beyond, moving on. Are we checking we're still going the same way as our definitely not Sata friend?
So he sat for a while. He's there. You can see he's got like a horn, not the one on his head. He's got a different horn. He's got it up to his ear. His head cocked to one side.
That's so weird.
Brynjos.
Puts it down, puts it inside his robe, and yeah, morning. Sorry.
What you doing?
Just listening to the sounds of nature.
In the horn?
Yeah, it sort of makes it louder.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I understand that. Which way round did he have the horn?
Narrow end towards his ear.
Okay, just checking.
It's like listening to the seashells.
Yeah.
Like listening to the cow.
Listening to the voices in my brain. We are going to move off in about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so.
Sure.
Probably going to continue south through the grassland. Are you coming with us, or does your heart beckon a different direction?
I'm going to stick with you for now. I'm very much enjoying listening to everybody telling me their little stories.
Okay. Awesome.
And safety in numbers.
Yeah, safety in numbers. You said that a couple of times now.
It's still true.
What's the threat?
Wolves, bears, dragons.
I think bears are misunderstood.
You might be right, but sometimes they're very much understood. Love them though. Love them. Big old adorable faces. Unless you've got a pouch full of meat, in which case they will rip you to pieces.
Babies as well.
What?
Pouch full of babies?
Sorry, did I say that out loud? My apologies.
But yeah, I'm happy to travel with you.
Okay, well, happy to have you.
Excellent.
And then I'll sort of wander back off, like with a, well, right then, sort of attitude.
The group as a whole.
I don't think the birds come back. Has City's come back yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quick. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I thought I sent it the last set. Okay.
Would you like me to speak to Citis, or are you okay?
Me and Cities are best of friends.
Or could I make some suggestions?
Hey, Uncle, yeah, I mean, if you feel like, yes, please.
I think you should put the glove on
Right now?
before
Oh, yes, of course.
you open the cage.
Yeah, I should probably remember that this time, shouldn't I? You'd think I would have remembered after the first time it savagely attacked me, mindlessly, rabidly.
Well, they just have sharp claws.
Oh, wow, yeah, yes.
Maybe give him a little meat.
Pardon?
A little meat.
A little bit of
Petit
the...
penis.
some of the food that Lycidius brought back? Some raw meat?
Yes. Yes. I shall try that if we have any left.
I'll get you some. And I'll get like a little tiny bit of meat and bring it over. Maybe this.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Bert.
I'll sort of just eat the.
He was wrong!
It's salted. It's been like 2 days and just left in a salty barrel somewhere. It's fine.
No, this is the year from last night.
Last night.
I definitely don't eat it then. Sorry, you
We've got a problem with mushroom, but give me some raw meat. That's going straight in here.
Yeah. We haven't refrigerated it all night.
That
It's
deer
been
had
at least
worms.
12 hours.
It must be terrible, Morris.
Oh, okay, I definitely don't eat it then.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I apologise.
It was crab.
Cook it
Salty
first.
crab.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, there's not a lot to update Council with yet, so we'll hold on to Sitis for a bit.
Okay. Sitis stays in his cage.
Yes, he does. And when everyone's ready, we'll sort of pick up our things, chuck them on the carts, stretch off the morning and crack on with the day.
So, the group pushes south,
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
following the mountain range.
Mm-hmm.
After a full day of relatively uneventful travel, you break the forest and find yourself all the way down here. It's been fairly smooth travelling across grassland, sticking to the edge of the woods, sometimes veering inside. You've seen game and birds, and actually in a more plentiful supply than you have around Mist Hass. Clearly undisturbed in the way it is in the north. Once you break the tree line, you see grasses leading down to a range of dunes ahead. You can just about catch sight of the water, the sunlight hitting the water in the distance. This is towards the end of another day of travel. The wagons breach the edge of the woodland and find the ground here between yourself and the dunes to be quite soft. The wagon wheels start to sink in. You immediately pause. Yeah, so we've gone all the way down here now.
What time of day is it now?
Towards the end of the day. It's been a full day getting
Late
here.
afternoon, I guess.
When we broke for lunch, could I have tried to get the crossbow bolts out of the cart that Sek had fired into them and try teach him to somewhat aim?
Yeah, you could spend a little bit of time at lunch trying
What's
to
they
teach him
called?
to aim.
Not to be rude, but you never recovered the crossbow from the pond.
Oh shit, no, he dropped it, didn't
Very
he?
true, he dropped it in.
So there
Yeah.
isn't a crossbow anymore.
Never mind. I shall give him a broken sword, which was twisted and bent and picked up from the riverbed when we found the mushroom monster mess.
Okay.
I'll give him that to practice swinging around.
Alright. Okay.
There we go.
You're determined to
And I'll try somewhat
maim someone.
teach him, some basic thrusts and stuff.
Yeah, spend a bit of time on that, but yeah, otherwise, we reach the point at the end of the day where you come out here.
Okay.
What's the direction going to be from this point? Move the map up a bit. Oh no,
Jodicus, do you... I know they're not going to be the most terribly accurate maps.
What,
I'm not
what are
sure.
you saying?
I'm not sure we can take the
I've
cart
spent
much further.
like more than a week with you now, relentlessly drawing maps. And the first thing you said to me in 3 days is, I know they're not going to be accurate.
Okay. If you let me add some context, Jodicus.
Because you're shit.
What I mean is, The ground seems to be getting a little soft. I'm worried about moving the carts through sand.
I normally draw like a little line with 3 flecks here to represent softer ground. What do you think?
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm going to lay that out for this area in front of where we are now.
Sounds good. So long as there's some sort of key, so we know what it is. So we know that symbol means soft ground. I know, but if you're separated from your map and someone reads your map, they're not going to know what a line and 3 flicks mean.
Do you not think so? It seems quite evident. But no, if you want,
It's just
it's going to spoil the effect of the thing, though. I mean, how often do you see a huge map?
Well, it
framed on a wall, and then
it could be huge and framed, and I don't know. We'll have a little key on a separate page next week. Look,
okay.
I'm just making suggestions.
Fine.
One
you know
artist
how to, do
to
it.
another.
I mean, you can. Yeah. I mean, do you want to hold the quill?
Yeah.
I wanted to do landscapes, and here I am doing maps.
Well, because the council employed you, I didn't employ you. I'm sure when we get back to Mist House,
What are you looking at your wrist for?
I have seen people do this before. I thought it was a way of telling the time. I might be mistaken, of course. For a second there, I thought I was in a different universe entirely, where they had timepieces attached to their wrist, believe it or not.
What on earth are you going on about?
Look,
you said you're adding context.
maybe it was the mushrooms we had this morning. But I'm not sure we can get much closer to the coastline without having problems with the caravans.
Okay. Yep.
Is this distance okay? We are still a ways from the...
Well, I mean, I'll draw a beach. It's not going to be accurately measured or anything, but it's going to be an impression of here we are, and there's the beach.
Well,
I've not been exactly measuring things. I've been, just
guessing
judging artistically. Yes. Well, this much is a day's travel, so I've been.
Well, okay, yeah, fair enough.
That means a shit terrain. I gotta think it's a massive thing.
Thanks, Judicus.
It's good to know how accurate our map is.
Yeah. It's
5
we did a
meters
thumbs-
is this much.
Yeah.
20 miles is this much.
Judicus.
Yep. Yep.
You know how a thumb's worth is a day's travel?
Mm-hmm.
What if someone's got bigger or smaller thumbs than you?
No, for me, when I'm drawing it, it's only my thumb that's been used to measure how far it is between this and this. So with the mountains in the morning, I put it there, and then if we're at the river, the lake at night, and I measure there, and I put the lake there.
Oh, okay, right. We're not here to figure out units of measurement. Next, we'll be using our feet to measure things.
Well, maybe I'll draw a picture of a thumb at the side, and everybody will know.
Oh, good! Because that's...
Look, I'm very tired. I've had nothing but mushrooms and crab meat for 4 days now. I hate crab.
You're not allergic to shark. Oh no, I suppose you'd have been finished off sooner if
Allergic?
you were allergic to
Judicus dies, though, we must take his hands.
What?
Where's the unit of measurement? Isn't it? His
We need his
thumbs.
fucking thumb, okay? So keep his hand.
Okay, well, thank you,
Preserve the map to make
Judicus,
it
for this
Yeah.
disjointed conversation. I appreciate
You started
that you're sick of the rations. But this is what adventure's really like, you know.
Well, Look, here's what I've done so far. It rolls it out for you.
Is it really quite actually impressive?
I mean, you've seen medieval maps. They're not accurate on measurements
No,
at
of course
all.
not. No.
But you can see the journey that you've taken. It's like he's undone the fog of war around the route that you've taken, And you can see the swamp clearly, the mountain pass.
Do you know what, Jodicus? That's the best map I've seen in my life.
Me too.
I'd like to put this conversation behind us, Judicus. And if you do have a complaint, please take it up through the complaints procedure of the Miss House Council chambers.
Food's not great.
Okay. Okay. Right. Well, duly noted. Lycidius,
Yes.
you need to find something different at some point because Jodicus is sick of you.
Other than forest game.
Whoa,
I know.
there was forest game. Why have I been only getting
Did you
crab?
not- Did you not? Can I get that? You know that little sliver of venison that I got given for the herd? Can I get that out? And sort of-
It's been in your pocket for a day.
yeah. Can I? It's got lint on it, and I'll just lay it upon his hand and just. Well, there you are. Right, caravan. Move!
Troy just got a very Blackadder goes forth where they're in looking at them.
Someone's drawn some mushrooms in this field.
And look, it says mine. They must belong to the guy who made the map.
Yeah.
Okay, well it is at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
everybody was
so we
selling
can't go
down.
too much.
You've got to
Yeah.
roll out.
So we can't go too much further, can we?
No.
With the crickets going.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, no, those rock bed rolls.
So you spend another night.
Yeah, took in the kobold.
Took in the kobolds, they're all present this
Oh,
time.
good. Good.
How far away did we get from the forest edge?
You're right on the forest edge.
Can I go back and try and get some more game?
You can do a survival check for me.
At the forest where your mouse is, or the pine-like trees?
Where
Where
the
the dice is.
where the
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I pushed it too far.
Is that just a big rock?
That is a big rock.
That is another 22.
Excellent. You managed to get another beer.
Excellent.
So it's another 2 days worth.
Out of interest,
pretty well.
it's bigger or smaller than the last?
Rock.
So minus
No, the deer.
It's about the same.
minus
I'll-
2 days. I think we've still got about 4
Same
days.
sort of thing.
Well, I've brought back 4 days worth of deer so far, so.
Minus 6 days with.
Brindius comes and
5
watches
days
again.
left, because
Doesn't
it's
say
the
anything this
last
time.
day,
Just
yeah.
gives
You
you a
don't want to
nod.
go over too much because it's that right.
I'll
Yeah.
give him a nod back. And
Go over to Snippu as he's been tucked in by Bert.
Snippu goes, ah.
Lean in and go. And just cast sleep on him.
With a big red dot.
Immediately goes out.
Reminds me of that place.
I should probably
It's
just go
just
eat.
a bit of
probably go
schmoo
eat
on their
now.
thing, isn't it? It's not on the map.
Oh, no, you're right.
All right. So
Sorry. He goes, are we going to head towards that quest marker on the beach? I'm like, are you on about that crumb?
It's like a little red dot. It's like a quest waypoint.
it's a bit of cookie.
Cookie.
what's the relief of the land like here? Can we see that river going down
Yes.
to the beach?
Yes, you
where
can.
we are?
Yeah. So you're right next to the mountain range. You can see the you're sloping down towards the beach. So you can see you got some dunes and the water running into it. But actually, no, not from here. Actually,
What's
But we can see, so we can see the river.
you can see the river. Yeah.
I'll go to Ophir, in which case, and ask him. So Ophir, what way do you see us going from here in the morning?
Well, I was just about to come and take the temperature on that. I mean, you know better than I do. The ground is getting soft underfoot, or softer. At some point, the caravan wheels will struggle. You won't be able to pull them through. It'll be a dragging exercise, which wouldn't be fair to the horses, and progress would be slow to none.
Well, my personal thoughts here are, well, we're still on reasonable ground. However, I know we came down this side of the mountains, but often settlements are often at the edges of rivers, particularly in fertile areas such as the lowlands near the coast. Perhaps it might be worth us, perhaps if we leave the wagons here with the crew to look after them and we take Jodicus and just wander towards the river, map out the area. Perhaps if there's anything worth turning back for, perhaps it'd be along that river. Maybe we don't have to be out that long. Just I think there's a few hills that seem to be well. I can see the river coming down, but I presume the rest of the river might be over those hills. Perhaps we just get on the top of the hills and see the lay of the land ahead, and if there's anything worth seeing over there, perhaps we'll see it, and at least that way we've seen. Well, personally, I think if we're going to find anything settlement-wise around here, it's be along the course of the river. And then we could be back on our way along, and
that's fairly sound rationale. Yeah. So you propose make a not a permanent camp, but a bit more of a long-term thing here, and we'll head in a southwesterly direction.
Well, not necessarily even southerly. We could just go straight to the west, just onto the closest of those small foils over there, and just see the lay of the land beyond. It gives us a little bit of a vantage point.
Yeah, and then at least to break the.
At least that way, you haven't missed that southern peninsula. We can get eyes on over it before heading on our way further to the west, to the east.
So that's where we are. So where were we heading on this?
So yeah, my suggestion is effectively to go to here,
like dead west,
just into these little lumpy hills here by the river.
So that's where we are. That's where we want to head.
Yeah, just so that we have a look at that, and then if there's any settlements along the river, we might see them.
Yeah, happy with that?
Solid plan.
Happy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
You're the boss.
Well, we're all in the same caravan, so.
Can I get a bottle of water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, we'll do that the following day then.
Okay, so you're going to rest for the night again. Tucking the kobolds in.
Yeah.
Doing all your thing, putting them to sleep. Okay. Same thing. Again, an uneventful night passes.
God damn it, why don't we live on this part of the continent? This is so dangerous. This place is idyllic.
Yeah.
I know as a wizard I'm never going to get this again. All these long rests.
It's lordiness is a false sense of security. That's what's going on here.
Wake up in the morning. Everybody doing their thing. Breakfast is prepared again. This time some of the game that the city's brought back.
I will make a point of going to let Jodicus know that we've got game. And,
Okay.
It's
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Much better. Brindios is sitting there with his horn in his ear, cocked to the side, some distance away from the rest of the group.
As Brindios does that, as he's been watching me with carvings, I'm going to go and sit next to him as he's listening. I'll sit next to him and ask. Once he
Make a
takes
perception
it away
check
from
as you
his-
approach him.
What were these fucking numbers when I need to do something important? Perception.
You don't know what you're going to notice
It's a
yet.
16.
You can hear as you approach him that he's talking. Not very loud, but he's talking. And he's just saying, no, yeah, absolutely. Yep. And of course I'm with you the whole time. And yes, listen to everything. And I wish you the best. I wish everything that you want to do today goes as well as you want it to do. Okay? Do you continue approaching him as he's talking?
No, I keep a respectful distance and wait for him to finish.
And that's me. And I want you to know that every time that you reach out to me, I'm here for you. All right. Yep. Okay. Good luck today. I'm with you the whole way. Kiss, kiss. And he takes the horn away from his ear and tucks it into his belt.
Having heard this kind of weird conversation that he seems to be having with himself, I'll walk up, sit down next to him. While he's still sitting down.
Morning. You right?
Good morning. I'm just curious. Well, you've observed me with carving, so I was just wondering. It's intriguing. You sit here and you listen through your horn to hear the sounds of nature around you.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. Naturally, a man's religion is a deep part of himself, but
absolutely.
I was hoping if you wouldn't mind, would you mind showing me what you hear through the horn? Like, what are the sounds? But I'm aware it might be a private thing for you, so I don't want to pry.
Yeah, you have to spend a bit of time focusing on the horn and making it part of yourself before you can effectively use it.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
No, that's...
So, I mean, but yeah, I'd love to explain it to you. Really, it's just a way to get closer to nature and in turn the gods.
Oh, interesting. What did you hear this morning?
I heard. I heard the sounds of the morning breeze, the distant birds, nature in full motion, and then I just took a moment to give myself a little pep talk. You know, get myself ready for the day. Tell myself everyone's going to be okay.
Can I insight check?
Yeah.
Sounds insufferable.
9.
Seems straightforward enough. Yeah, bit of a weird thing.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but checks out.
Checks out.
While I'm looking at him from as far as I kind of get away, can I cast detect magic and see if I can see anything on him? Especially that horn.
The horn is most certainly magical.
It's
Your school is.
that's what I'm allowed to know.
Yeah, let me just look at the item.
Let him just look up the horn of devil summoning.
He's on the phone to someone. I've never been about for Nasdaq praying.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same one as that.
Sounds like
Bye, love you, car.
It's the kiss.
Oh yeah, without the end.
Oh
I could be completely wrong, but that's just.
Is he sending kiss to Nasdaq? Oh,
That's just me.
that would be very cool if it was. But I know nothing about that.
No, we know nothing about that right now.
Who's that?
Yeah, exactly. Who the hell's that?
It is.
Is he potentially
This is
possibly
a
a bit more
necromancy
powerful
bit.
than we
What?
realise?
Evocation.
I'm hearing here, guys. We need to
okay.
kill him, take the horn, stick it in our pockets, then maybe Nasdaq starts talking to us. So we're like, "Yo, who the fuck's this?"
Really
New
confused.
phone, who's this?
Really confused Nazak.
Oh, that would be funny.
That means it goes pew pew. Okay.
What you need to do is kill everyone around you.
Well, while I'm gathering up people, I'll sort of wander over. We're about to head out.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry, off air. Just
Would you like to join us?
Sure, yeah.
We are
What are you
heading
doing?
west to just overlook the river and see what we can see.
Heading west, down that way.
Yes. If that's is that west? Is that generally a westerly?
Yeah,
direction?
he points in that way. He puts a little more south than west, but generally in the direction you're going.
Yeah.
Let's have a film. Yeah, that way. Sounds good.
I think our vague plan is to just wander over and see what we can see for the mountains, then head back and carry on eastwards along the coast.
Okay. Yeah, great. Let's go.
Well, good. Well, I was thinking about maybe taking just a day's worth of rations in case we get stalled for any reason. But yeah, just grab your things and we'll head off as soon as you're ready.
All right. The whole group, yeah?
Yeah, we'll leave the NPCs there to look after the camp.
Yeah.
Etc. Etc. But yeah,
We'll play the game.
yeah.
Okay, so
As we're walking away, can I kind of grab like Randy and like kind of like like not stop him, but you just like slow down a little bit while everyone walks on, and I'll say to you, Draconic, saying that horn's evocation.
First of all, it's like the dread. Shit. He knows draconic.
Fuck. I've been ruffled.
I've been saying some bad stuff to those kobolds.
Randy will
Oh,
fix
he
it.
I'll do you later.
Didn't know you spoke the language. It's good to know that you do.
You never asked. I speak many other languages as well. Just so you're aware.
You're telling me this because you want it?
Pardon?
You're telling me this because you want the horn? This is responding in Draconic.
No, because I think there's an alternative purpose for the horn. Evocation's normally spells of power.
I'll whistle back to some of the kobolds.
They come over.
What do you want?
It's, our plan for hazing is nearly in time. You know the horn that he's got? That.
I have noticed it. He's got two.
Well, not the ones on his head. He carries a very special horn.
It's the word.
Not on his head. When everyone's asleep, I'd like you to steal it from him.
Steal it right now if you want.
No, when everyone's asleep.
We get it now.
When everyone's asleep, then after you've stolen the horn, then you can haze him. No, I'm thinking more the dig the hole whilst he poops.
I mean, that's
Or the
dig
noose
pretty
thing whilst he
quickly.
poops.
Noose. Yes.
Yeah, whilst he poops, though, away from everyone else.
Okay.
Because then no one will see, will they?
so it's
But you steal the horn first.
So here's what we do. When the camp got established where the poops go,
Yes.
then we hide in the trees above the poop area.
Yes.
When he got to poop, we drop the noose down, pull him up in the tree.
Yes.
Okay.
But make sure you get the horn off him after you do that.
Sure.
Okay?
Sounds like they're not going.
Good. Now, as you come along, you'll carry my bag so it looks like you're here just for that and not for the poop noose.
They've started talking amongst themselves now.
Okay. I'll just get them to come along. Right? There we go. It's all settled.
I can make one invisible for you as well.
Don't worry, they're small. I don't want to use the
I'm
word
starting to
capable.
regret my morning conversation.
Imagine dying to a poop noose.
We'll get.
The poop noose.
The poop noose.
We shall get you the
This is going
horn.
to be a Tywin job. Someone does you while you're on the loo.
We're all going to toilet.
We shall get you that horn. Don't you worry. And then I'll continue following with the kobolds. I can imagine scheming very happily behind.
All right. So the whole group, the kobolds,
I wasn't planning on taking them, but they're
Brindios. Anyone else? Everyone else staying back at the thing, yeah?
I think so.
Little
Matt
Bert's
Baker.
coming with us.
What's Matt Maker's name?
Jodicus.
Jodicus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to come for obvious reasons. All right, so your group
yes.
heads westwards, following the hills to start with, but you go up onto the high ground and you get good sight of the river ahead. Looking as it splits into two, flowing towards the coast, feeding the sea. You can catch sight in the distance, a small settlement on the far side, the westernmost branch of the river. You're about to head down the slope, so you've got to about the area where the dice is at that point when you realize there. You can
Well,
see
it
that
was a
settlement.
good call. You're right about the settlements on.
Just emerging through behind the hill ahead is at around 22 foot high, a large figure, bipedal, a giant. Over one shoulder he has slung a horse,
Do you recognise the horse?
and dangling from the stirrup that the horse is an armoured individual flailing his arms around, trying to swing out at this giant. He's heading directly south.
Sorry, this is the hill that we're on.
So you're here. He's moving down. He's moving down a little bit further. Hasn't seen you. He's just come round a hill.
What kind of distance?
About 120 feet away from you.
the armoured person, is he really heavily armoured, like foot shoulders?
Chain.
Yeah, so.
He's got chain on.
Definite military
Is
man.
the horse dead?
The horse looks like it's dead, yeah.
120 feet. Isn't it?
Can't just let him die.
Yeah, we can.
I'll shout over at the giant.
Oh no.
In.
I say, put that man down!
The giant looks over at you. I can see a route. I think that's where we should leave it.
Yeah.
11 o'clock. Oh, blimey. Yeah. That's where we'll leave it now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
A tasty,
boy.
tasty salmon. Worth coming this way.
It's quite a distance away, though. Yeah.
So so that's roughly.
We think it's
that.
down here. Yeah.
I didn't even see that from over here.
I didn't see it from here.